Okay, going into the dash. Fingers crossed.
Boy.
Waiting for that green to pop up, and we've got green. I think we're coming in. I don't know how good it's going to be, but today we are looking at channels. We are hanging out, and we're talking about some YouTube news, and we're starting right now, but we don't even have an intro for that. So welcome to Nimmin Live. I'm Nick. This is brought to you by the kind folks at TubeBuddy. It is the #1 browser plugin for YouTube content creators. You can get TubeBuddy down in the description below to see how it can help you grow your YouTube channel. Today, I'm joined by my brother from the same mother, and we didn't know if we were going to make it, did we, D?
Man, you guys, look, I've been over here, like, you should, he's got like a whip.
Yeah.
And he's like, get it done, get it done, get it done.
Yeah, if you were following us on Twitch, you would have seen that. You would have seen that that I'm out here like just cracking him. Come on, D, get it together, man. Get it together. Cracking him.
Yeah, so I literally, in an hour and a half, I reformatted this computer.
Yeah.
Reinstalled everything.
Yeah.
And we're up and running bare bones with just like three cam sources and one audio source. And that's how we're running this. So we don't have anything else going on. And we are like buffering like crazy.
Yeah, and thank you for your patience on that, by the way, for hanging out and all of that. So I just had an epiphany.
Yeah.
So I'm sending this out on Twitch right now as well,
Yeah,
which means that we're eating up bandwidth here with me sending this over to Twitch.
Yeah, you might want to pause that.
Yeah,
just for the time being, because we're like buffering over here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna actually take this off of Twitch. So if you're watching on Twitch, I apologize for this, but I need to go in here and take this down just for the sake of boom. There we go.
Can you guys let us know, how's the audio sound? Is the audio loud enough? I had to rebuild this thing on the fly here, and I'm getting some wonky audio signals. So let us know if we need to turn up the audio or if it sounds good. Let us know how everything's looking. I can't believe we got this back up and running.
Me neither, man. I'm pumped. I'm excited. you know what they say, better late than never, right? So
Yeah.
I'm excited that we're able to even get this thing up and get it rolling just at all today.
Let's say good. The audio's okay. Audio good. Audio's great. Audio's fine.
Good.
Perfect.
Good. That's what we love to hear. So what we did before the stream, actually, while we were dealing with,
I think I need to strut. I just want to like
do it.
Yeah, we just like did it.
Do it with your buffering. Also, make sure that it's not the actual like buffering on your screen, because mine defaulted. It just defaulted down to like 122 or something like that, but it's actually coming through fine.
Okay, cool.
So let us know if it's buffering for you or not, because we may need to make some adjustments there as well. So if you are just joining us, what we're doing today is we are basically hanging out. So normally we would be doing channel grading, but because we had to rebuild our entire thing, we won't be doing channel grading today. So this is just like a hangout. We're going to be answering your YouTube questions. We're going to be doing that whole thing, unless D can do it on the fly. If he can do it on the fly,
you just keep doing your thing over there.
I will. I will do my thing, and you do your thing, and we will make this thing a thing with all these people here participating in this thing, hanging out.
We are doing things.
Yeah, so we're going to see. We might be able to do that. So D's going to try to put it together right now. So Jen says, I just wanted to be the first super chat. Jen, thank you so much for that. We appreciate it so much. Helping the cause there. It's what I like to see. Absolutely love it. So I'm going to put a link here in the chat here. So what we were doing is while we were having trouble here, we were actually streaming over on Twitch. So we're going to start actually streaming on Twitch as well from here while we're doing this, just different angles and that kind of stuff to give like a little bit of a different experience there. So if you happen to be a Twitch user, make sure that you click on that Twitch link, and I'll put another one here as this is coming through. Make sure you click on that Twitch link and follow me over there on Twitch. And then once you guys follow me over there, while you're over there on Twitch, I'm going to give you D's Twitch channel as well, and then of course you can follow D over there on Twitch also. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hop into the chat, because first off, I just want to say thank you everybody for hanging out. We appreciate it. We appreciate you being patient, because I know that this was frustrating. It was on our end too.
Whoa.
So we appreciate you being patient, just hanging out and all of that stuff while we were getting stuff together. Thank you. You are awesome for hanging out with that. But I'm going to hop into the chat here, and let's see what. Oh, he's saying that it's glitching out each time he does that. Is it glitching out each time he does that? So it might be doing something to it. As
I was just adding a source here.
Okay.
And We should be all right.
All right. Yeah. So again, just thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being patient while we're putting this stuff together. So we've got El Jefe reviews in the house. Expert plumber. Hey, expert plumber, man. Roger, we were talking about you today, and we were just talking about how awesome you are. Just to say, because we were just talking about how cool the community is and all of that.
So,
we were talking about here. Let's just talk about the conversation we had.
So the conversation was this. So this was my first Vid Summit event. Right?
Traveling Desi, congratulations and thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Go ahead, D. Sorry.
So this is my first Vid Summit event. I'd been to VidCon, but I didn't have so many people. Actually, nobody really came up to me and said, "Oh, hey,
thanks, Patty.
We watched your live stream, right?" Vid Summit, everybody just nonstop. I couldn't go to the bathroom. Hey, watch your live stream. Watch your live stream every Saturday. Watch your live stream every. So what I was telling him today was that it was really. So right now, like I'm looking at all of you in the chat, right? It's just names and comments, names and profile pictures, right? You're in the internet, right? It was kind of like a weird
thing. They're in the internet. Oh my God, they're in the internet.
Right. I mean, and as obvious as this sounds, it was really weird for me to suddenly like now you're live, right? Like you're like, like Roger, for example, expert plumber, El Jefe, like you're like right there.
Yeah.
So now like that name for me is no longer just a name. Like that's like I mean, you're all human beings. This is kind of hard to put into words.
It is. It's strange to like to
right.
Yeah.
But like as you do this stream and I see all these names flying through here.
Yeah.
Now there's like they're people. They're like there's backstories. Like that dude's really cool.
Yeah, we're talking about the layers, and we were talking. Yeah, we're talking about the layers of it. Like with Roger, we're talking about
put this into words. But
yeah, we're talking about Roger, for example. Like when we see your name, the expert plumber. Like it's not like, oh, hey, there's the expert plumber. It's like, hey, there's the expert plumber, and then you have another layer of, hey, that's Roger, and then it's like, hey, there's Roger. He's like awesome and great to talk to,
and then there's
like, hey, there's Roger that's on a mission, right? In terms of like trying to help other people in his space, come up, and like all that stuff. So it's just so many different layers added to all the different people that you meet.
And then there's
in this
Roger.
Process. It's awesome.
There's Roger, and then there's Will.
Yeah.
Right? It's like there's all these different layers that come with meeting someone that's different than just seeing a name up on the chat here. So, that was really weird for me. I'm still kind of processing like all those people. It made everything very real for me.
It makes it more serious.
It makes it more serious. It makes a
in
lot
a good
more,
way. In
a good way. But it was just kind of I don't know what I was expecting, but that's what it was. So that was our conversation today. And I know that sounds really weird, but like this chat moves really fast. Yeah, the chat moves fast. When we just see names and you kind of put that together, it's just kind of like
when you actually get to meet the people, it's
right. It's like oh wow, this is a real human interaction.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's
because
cool.
the only human interaction you really get when I'm sitting here is with him.
Yeah, which isn't really a human interaction.
Right, because you're a clone. You're a bot.
Yeah, I'm a clone.
Right.
Yeah, I'm actually CGI.
So that I know that sounds weird, but all of that stuff.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, what's up, Gord? Nice to see you in here as well. Paul Peck, drywall in the house.
Paul Peck.
Real Estate Whisper, what is going on? Nice to see you in here as well. Beanie Draws Beggars, what is up? Nice to see you guys chilling here as well. And I know Doug is in here as well somewhere. So what we're going to do today is we are actually going to take this and we're going to move it into the Q&A. So first, let me talk about YouTube news. You probably know this already, but the premieres are available to pretty much everybody. Not everybody, but pretty much everybody. So if you are not using premieres, basically how you do that, I was actually going to show you, but we can't do that at this point in time.
I got it.
Well, I didn't make a video to upload either because I have to have a sample video, and I forgot.
Okay.
I should have been doing that while you were doing the tech. But basically, all you have to do is when you're uploading your video, instead of having it go to public or instead of having it go to unlisted or private, you just select scheduled from the drop down, and then that's going to give you the option to premiere. Now, if you have a channel to where when you hit the go live button and a lot of people or even some people aren't coming in right away, then you might want to wait to use the premiere feature unless you're going to do tons of marketing behind it in order to actually get people there waiting for it. But if you have a channel where people are like you hit publish and then within a few minutes you've got people that are coming in, they're starting to watch your video and enjoy the video. In that case, then using the premieres might be something that you want to experiment with. Now, we're still playing with how to use it, so I don't have like the definitive, hey, you should be doing this and you should be doing this yet, because it's a new feature to us as well. But as we progress through this with you, then we'll definitely have more information on the ways that we found have been effective to use it.
Organized Soprano, how are you doing?
What's up, Organized Soprano? Kay in the house.
Kay's in the
Cut
house.
Caboose says international master criminals.
She's real too, believe it or not.
Right. Tell your guards to shoot James Bond in the head at the first opportunity. Under no circumstances give him a guided tour of your base or leave him in the custody of attractive women in bikinis. I don't know unless they're in on it. They might be in on it. The international criminals might be, the guards might be in on, like James Bond is so good that he might actually be on the inside of those master criminals, even though he's going to come in and sabotage them later.
Maybe.
So that might be why he always ends up in those situations. They're like, hey, we got you, we got you covered with all of these, all these people in bikinis. Organized Soprano, Chris Conkle Vlogs, what is up? Nice to see you here in the chat as well. So I'm going to go into the questions here. So I'm going to be pulling these from the description. So I've got a link down in the description that takes you to a form. And in that form, there is, you just got to fill out a quick form. It says, hey, this is the question. This is my channel and all that stuff. Hey, Red, welcome. Welcome to the membership. So make sure that you head over to the community tab, because on the community tab, that's where I'm going to be announcing the members only live stream, which will be coming up very soon. You're going to get a replay of the last members only live stream, and there's some other stuff in there for you as well. So thank you, and welcome to the members side of the channel. We appreciate it. But yeah, so make sure that you drop your questions in that form. So the very first one is from Cosmic W. It says, I have a certain issue going on. I'm a simple gaming channel, and I have thought about doing a stream, but I never do because I don't like the way my voice sounds, and I'm actually a little sensitive about it. But I see others that do stream, and it's helping them. I want to know if streaming still might be an option. I want to know if streaming is an option that I still need to do. How can I overcome this problem I have? Also, can you check out my channel? Okay, so since we're not going to be looking at channels right now, for the streaming part, for the how can I get over hearing my own voice, here's the thing. Most people, when they first start hearing their own voice, in videos, in audio, for people that do podcasts or like people that sing or anything like that, for most people it's uncomfortable. It takes a little bit of getting used to. But one thing that I do want to let you know is that as you do it more, you also learn, like, hey, this microphone actually works really good with my voice, or hey, if I use these EQ settings when I'm broadcasting my voice, or when I'm processing my voice, then it makes it sound a little bit better. It makes it sound a way that I'm more happy with. But at the end of the day, it's like you are you, so do you. Like, the funny thing is you are hearing yourself being played back in a way that you normally don't hear inside of your own head when you're talking. But in reality, I mean, that's usually how most people are hearing you, is the way that you're actually hearing yourself. So the only weird part about it really is that you're hearing yourself from outside of your own head. So just keep that in mind when you're deciding on if you're going to let that stop you from streaming or not. But here's one thing that I can tell you: if you just practice more and more and more, then that's the way to get over that.
Yeah, I mean, when
Ron's Trains and Things, new member. Thank you, Ron, for that. We appreciate it big time. Thank you so much. Same thing. Make sure you check the community tab there and stay tuned for that. Food Lover also saying, I just want to thank you guys. You're awesome. I just started watching your videos a week ago. Welcome to the channel. I already have more than 100 subscribers. Congratulations. Love you all. Thanks for your support. Thank you, Food Lover. That is awesome to hear. I love to know that you are getting that kind of progress. It's awesome. It's what we're here for, and we love getting that kind of feedback. Tier Talk Correction YouTube channel. We are not we're not doing the channels here at the moment. So if we end up pulling that in later, then we will pull you up. But if not, that's just not something that we're doing right now at the moment. Salty Vibes. Okay, we will pass that one. Let's see here. The Predictor.
I was going to say that when I first started streaming here, look, you're going to be uncomfortable. It's something new.
Yeah.
Like if I told you, hey, go to the gym and start doing pull-ups, you're going to be like, what? I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
You practice, you get better at it. Same thing. Like your voice, like you just have to get over that.
Yeah.
Just put on your big boy pants and then just get over it, because look, nobody else is going to think your voice is weird.
Yeah.
You're the only person.
And if they do, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Do your thing.
Do your thing. But that's what makes you you.
Yeah.
Even if you do have a weird voice, because sometimes you do run across these people.
That's an advantage in a lot of cases.
But that's what makes that person uniquely you. You don't want to sound like Nick. You don't want to sound like me. You don't want to sound like...
Especially don't want to sound like him.
Especially. I mean, maybe you do. I was going to say you don't want to sound like Morgan Freeman, but you might...
you definitely want to sound like Morgan Freeman.
You might want to sound like Morgan Freeman, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you could probably build a career off of sounding like Morgan Freeman, actually.
Yeah, just do you, man, and just get over it. Just get over it. And the more you do it, the more just commit to a schedule and stay on top of it and do it and do it and do it. And eventually, you're not even going to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AliX, channel member. Welcome, my man. Same thing. Make sure that you keep an eye on that community tab, because that is where it goes down to where we'll be putting out information on like what we're doing and when. And there's some stuff already in there for you as well. So next question here is from the Predictor. The Predictor asks, in September, October, I was having my exams, so I took a break from YouTube. After the exams got over, I started uploading videos again, but I'm not getting the same amount of views I was getting before. What should I do now? So this is where having content that ranks well in search becomes very advantageous, because like when you have content that ranks in search that people are always looking for, that can help you through those times in terms of, you know, those lulls that you get. But you'll still get lulls. It's just part of the game, so to speak. But the reason you're not getting as many views right now is most likely because you're not as fresh in the user histories of people that you once were. So even though it was a short break, a lot of people that are watching YouTube, they're watching a bunch of stuff. And because of that, the most recent stuff that they've engaged in the most is the stuff that's going to be served to them in terms of, you know, like on their home pages and stuff. So so all you have to do is just keep uploading, and then you should fall back into favor as long as, you know, you were getting some type of response before. So you're fine. Keep doing your thing. You just have to, you know, get back on that horse, so to speak, again, and keep pushing forward. But in some cases too, like if you have your channel positioned right in search, you're connected to the right videos and suggested, you know, in some cases, like you can just ride that out just by itself. You know, like I've got another channel that's just silently growing in the background, even though I haven't updated it in a very long time. That channel's still just silently growing, you know, in the background. I'm going to cross like 12,000 subscribers on it soon. So
that's crazy.
It is. So so like with that, you know, like as long as you are, you know, doing everything correctly, then your channel should, even if it's at a slow rate, should still be growing in the background. Wonderlick Drum says how to get more views and how to choose better tags for my style of video. So how to get more views is basically if you're doing, I'm going to guess that you are doing drum videos. Let me pull up your channel here. Since you are doing drum videos, one thing that you might want to do is you might want to make some of your content stuff that will actually pull people in. Oh yeah, I've looked at your channel before. Congratulations on 100 subscribers, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But what you want to do is you want to make content that's actually going to pull people in. So right here you have like drum cover, drum cover, drum cover, drum cover, which is cool because, you know, people are into that. But you might also want to add how to play this on the drums, how to play that on the drums as doorway content that's actually going to be put out there so that people can find it because they're looking for it as a way to actually bring people into your channel. And then you have a bunch of those out there that are pulling people in. You have your drum covers that are also pulling people in, but that you do just because you like to do it. And the other ones that you're using for your doorways, those are helping prop up your velocity of your videos when you publish new videos, which helps them be pushed out to YouTube, rank stronger at first, and things like that. All right. Next up, I'm going to pull up the chat here real quick, see what's happening in the chat. Hey, what's up, Creekcraft Roblox? Nice to see you in here. Shannon Vlogs in the house. What is going on? Auto Repair Tips. Love that channel name. That's like as crystal clear as it possibly gets. Like a channel named Auto Repair Tips. What do you think they do, D?
What's that?
A channel named Auto Repair Tips. What do you think they do?
Robot builds.
Yep.
Yeah, 24-hour robot builds.
Yeah, Auto Repair Tips. It's a great name.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so the best way to find tags.
Nailed that one.
The best way to find tags that will help pull in people. It's not like, here's something that you have to think about is it's not just the tags, right? It's the entire pie. It's the whole thing. It's all of your metadata. It's how people are responding to your thumbnails. It's how people are responding to your video content. All of that combined is what pulls in people. Like it's like there's not a secret in tags to where, well, if I just use these particular tags, then I'm going to get like a flood of people coming in. The tags, basically your title says, hey, this is what the video is about. Your description says, hey, this is what the video is about. Your tags also are supporting those, saying, hey, these are also what the video is about. So using proper tags to describe the content of your video is what you want to do. So like if you're doing like auto repair tips, then in your case, if you're doing like, how to fix a wheel bearing on a Ford, I don't know if Fords have wheel bearings, I'm guessing they would, but how to fix a wheel bearing on a Ford, and people are looking for that, then you would have your title as like, how to fix a wheel bearing on a Ford fast. And then in your description, you'd be like, learn how to fix a wheel bearing on a Ford so that you can do this yourself, save a bunch of money, blah, blah, blah. There are X amount of steps, so on and so forth. And then in your tags, then you would have like how to fix a wheel bearing on a Ford, wheel bearing Ford repair tips, how to fix a wheel bearing, just wheel bearing by itself, like that kind of stuff, so that you are basically telling through that chain specifically what it is that your video is about. And then if you actually rank those or not is going to be dependent on, one, how strong that data correlates with each other for the sake of relevancy, because the default setting in YouTube is relevancy. When people are searching for stuff, it shows them what is most relevant to their query. And it's also going to be dependent on how much people are clicking on your thumbnails, and once they click on your thumbnails, how long are they actually spending on the videos that they're watching. So it's that whole entire thing that you have to get down. It's not just focused on the tags by themselves. All right, Peaches in the Flock. Hey, guys, I've been wondering what kind of webcams do you use for your live streams? I love the quality. I'm currently using a Logitech Pro webcam. C920 does the job, but not great quality. Thanks for your time. So for ours, we use I actually have a Logitech C922 sitting right here, but this is a Canon 70D, this one right here. This one over, actually, hold on, as he's switching these around. Hold on.
Hold on.
Because I'm like pointing to him here so she can see.
Go.
Okay, this one's a Canon 70D, and then this one is a Canon XF100. That's the one that's on me, and then the one that's on D is also a Canon XF100 as well. All right.
Doing it with Jason in the house.
What's up, Jason? Nice to see you in here, man. Nice to see you in here, rocking it.
Hey, Don
hanging
Moody.
out.
Don Moody, nice of you to join us.
All right. So let's see here.
Hey, Viper's in the house. What is up,
Viper?
Dude? The man about tech.
Look
at that.
Deveris Family says, thank you so much, Nick. Your videos have helped our family channel to grow in the Hispanic community. That is awesome to hear. Thank you for that, and thank you for that feedback. I love hearing that people are taking this stuff and they're taking action on it. They're applying the tips to what it is that they're doing, and they're getting results. I absolutely love getting that feedback, because a lot of people will listen, but they won't do it. So, every time I get that feedback of like, hey, we did it, and it's working for us, absolutely love it. But yeah, so for the webcams, that's basically what's going on with the webcams. I have the C922 as well. If you go to my Twitch right now, actually, then you will actually see it. I'll drop a link to it here, Peaches in the Flock. But if you go to my Twitch right now, you'll see that Logitech C920 is what I'm streaming over there. Okay, next question in the list here. We're up to 19 questions. We're 6 through, so there's still plenty of room to get your question answered. So if you haven't had your question answered yet, you have a question, definitely make sure that you get it in here. What happened? What did you say awesome about?
No, I'm just having some crazy
What's it doing?
Just the cams just stopped working.
Oh, okay. Let's see here.
One of those nights, man.
Oh, is it because you keep trying to build on it? Is that why?
Yeah. I'm trying to like build it, and it just something just like went haywire here.
Yeah, you just let it roll. Just so it's just since it's rolling, it's working for now.
It's
so
all
it doesn't get broken.
It's all jacked up now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Salty Vibe says, how do you advertise your channel? For me, I use YouTube to advertise my channel. I also share it on Twitter. I share it on Facebook from time to time. But when I first started, I shared it everywhere. But I share it on now. I'll share it on Twitter. I'll share it on Facebook sometimes for specific videos. I will share it on Google Plus. Well, at least I used to. And I think that's about it. And then every now and then I'll send out like an email to my email list or something like that in order to do it as well. Let's see here. Next up on the list, Joe Simon, what is up? Let's see here. John Simon. Okay, yeah, send a support ticket. You just might not be seeing everything. Let's see here. Real Estate Whisperer says that they sound awful. Oh, no. Don't give yourself a hard time. What is up, Brian G. Johnson? Nice to see you in here. I'm making sure I'm not looking at old chat. Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm good. Car Galaxy Studios, yes, tech issues are good. D came in here like a wizard and got everything all straightened out for us. It took a while. There's a lot of wizardry, a lot of tech wizardry going on. But yeah, he definitely got it going on here. Joshua Crawford, what is up? Nice to see you in here as well. So next question on our list. Brian G. Johnson says, wait 1 minute. Oh, that's right. He's the wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the wizard. Brian Gandalf Johnson is the wizard. Didn't mean to take that away.
That's
right.
I
said he's the only wizard around these parts. Uh-oh. Are we going to have a lightning wizard battle? Are we going to see a lightning wizard battle?
We might.
So this book right here, this, just for those of you that don't know, the one that D's got his finger on right there, that is Brian G. Johnson's book. He's in the chat right now.
This is I'm stimulating his hair follicles.
He is.
See
He
that right
definitely
there?
is.
It's about to get weird, Brian.
Yep. See, he's doing that wizardry. You can probably
That's right.
feel that right
Can you
now,
feel
Brian.
that? Get your poodle.
But anyway, I got a link to this down in the description below. It's Tube Ritual Volume 1. It'll help you grow your YouTube channel from 0 to 5,000 subscribers and more because it teaches you like the fundamentals of growing a YouTube channel. So I definitely recommend it. There's probably a ton of people in this chat right now that has the Tube Ritual book. As a matter of fact, give me a hashtag Tube Ritual if you have Tube Ritual, if you've read Tube Ritual, if you are digging Tube Ritual. Let me know. Hashtag Battle the YouTube Wizard, says Jeff Vito's movie blog, is what I'm talking about. Okay, so next question on our list is from Dingus Bringus. Says, hey, Nick, I was wondering if using less tags work better than using more tags because I use all 500 letters, but I see videos with only like 5 tags, and they get 100,000 plus views. It comes down to the whole entire pie. The reason that those videos are getting 100,000 views is because people are digging those videos, right? And because the title and the description also support what the video is about. Like some videos, you can get tons of views without any tags at all. Other videos, you have to, really make sure that you're optimizing everything perfectly if you're really trying to squeeze into some good spots. So tags definitely are helpful. They basically support the whole, the whole chain, so to speak, in terms of they support your description, which support your title, and it basically tells YouTube what the video is about. So tags are definitely important. But yes, depending on the content, you can put out plenty of videos and not use any tags at all, and they can still get views. So it's definitely not using tags isn't better. It's just that the response that those people are getting from their thumbnails and the amount of time that people spend watching those videos is very high. So that's why those videos get promoted elsewhere within YouTube. All right. Night Until Dawn says, how does the new algorithm work on YouTube? Okay, the way that the new algorithm works on YouTube is the same way that the old algorithm works on YouTube, and that is that it's a responsive system. And if you put out stuff that people are liking, that people are watching for a long period of time, and people are clicking on your thumbnails at a high rate, then YouTube is going to promote your stuff.
So I see a message here to me from Spina Bafita with Brock. It says, I sent you a Twitter message last night, D. Okay, I'll check that out. I'll look for that. I'm like still catching up with all of my messages from being out of town.
Mm-hmm.
I've got about maybe 50 more to go through.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll get to you, man. I'll come in and look for you later.
Yeah.
That's the thing about going out of town.
Oh,
like
man.
You go out of town, like your emails back up, and like
everything.
And even though you plan to stay on top of them while you're going, you're gone. It just
let's just call it what it is. It's like when we're gone, it's like at least for me anyway. It's like I have all these intentions. I think we talked about this before. It's like I have these intentions, like I'm going to do this, I'm going to work on this, I'm going to plan out this. But then like like we get to moms, for example. It's like what? Let's just hang out.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Hang out with your mom,
right?
Then you
right.
get to the event, and you're just
and then you're like
pulled
hey,
in all directions, and
right.
you want to like hang out with people, you want to collab with people, you want to go to the talks, you want to
right
nonstop.
Yeah.
Then you come back, and it's like okay, great, now I got to catch up
with everything, right?
And then you get caught up, and it's like time to go again.
Right. Yeah. But
yeah.
now we got some downtime.
Not complaining. Love it.
Now we got
on.
Yeah. Now we got some downtime. So
right.
So we won't be leaving for a while now. We definitely got some downtime.
Careful what you wish
yeah.
for.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. For conferences.
Okay.
Yeah. For conferences.
Yeah.
So Nourishing Parenting says, I'm wondering if I need to narrow down my content to help me grow. I talk about nourishing food, respectful parenting, and positive living. It can be broad, but it all goes together as it is my life. I try and film a lot of my content in a vlog style. So if you are wrapping everything around parenting, then it sounds like you're on the right track. But if you're talking about like nourishing food just in general over here, and then you're talking about positive living over here, and then you're talking about parenting here, then what you're going to create, I mean, you can do that, but what you're going to create in that situation is if you have people that are coming in, let's say you have a positive living video that ends up taking off, and let's say that you generate 1,000 subscribers. I'll just use that because it's easy math. Let's say you get 1,000 subscribers from that one video on positive living. And then the next thing you do is you upload a video on respectful parenting, but the people that subscribe for the positive living content, they don't care about the respectful parenting video, right? So that video is going to suffer if they're your main base. And then you put out a nourishing food video, they might respond to that one because that might be, in line with positive living. But if it's not, or they don't feel it's not, then they might not respond to that video either. But then you put out another positive living video and they're like, hey, this is great. And then you have to start making your decisions on, those videos that ended up doing well, which will ultimately end up pulling you in a direction if you want to like accelerate things. Now, if you are just like, hey, I just want to put this stuff up because I'm digging it and I want to grow my channel, and if it grows at a little bit of slower rate, but I can still just put this content out that I really enjoy sharing with people, then, go for it, do your thing. But if you want to accelerate things, having a strong focus, or at least keeping it under a tight umbrella, so to speak, and what I mean by that is content that is directly related to each other in some way, then if you keep it under that tight umbrella, it'll help you accelerate things.
Yeah, no begging in there, guys.
Ain't no begging.
Ain't no begging up in here.
Ain't no begging.
Yep.
Okay.
Mods will show you to the door if you're
Simply
begging.
Beth says, can you do a southern accent? Can we do a southern accent for crypto cruising? You go first, and then I'll go next.
How deep of a southern accent would you like to go? Would you like kind of like a southern, like a Alabama, or something like a?
I think that maybe they'd want something like a
deep
like
in the
a maybe
sticks.
like a something maybe like in the sticks where they'd be maybe looking for like a, I don't know, maybe go hunting.
Maybe something like deep in the sticks.
Maybe go catch us some deer.
Catch us some deer.
Yep.
Yeah. Get some beer and go hunting with the boys.
Yeah. That's what we got. That's what we got.
That's all we got, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll be here for the next few hours, folks.
You can find us on www.w.com, Nimin Live. every night of the week we'll be there.
Yep.
www.w.com.
Yep. When we're not fishing.
When we're not fishing and hunting, we will be there. I guarantee.
Yep.
Now, if you want to sprinkle a little bit like Southern Baptists on there, it's going to get really weird.
Yeah, that's what we got.
All right, now.
Yep, Ron Trainson Thing says the worst Southern accents ever.
Right?
Yeah, we grew up in the Midwest.
We don't have a Southern
yeah.
accent.
Yeah, we don't have a strong Southern accent.
Yeah.
Like the deepest we can go from that is like Kentucky.
Yeah.
So that's as far as we go. Yeah. Organized Soprano says deceased. Yeah.
Right? Crypto Cruising says, oh my God, this just doesn't work.
Yeah.
We're not from the South.
Yeah, if we, like it's,
I mean, you know what? Like I can talk, like this.
Yeah. That's where it pays to not be an imposter.
That's right.
Right.
See, now if we were talking with an accent, you would probably say, hey, you guys are faking it.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they would. Maybe we should do this the whole rest of the stream.
Yeah. I can see the numbers are just tanking right now, right?
Yeah, we just lost like 20 people. Oh,
Yeah.
25. No, I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
oh.
Okay. Actually, we are, actually. it's going quick. All right. So the Uscreen.
Whoever suggested that was a horrible idea.
Yeah, bad idea. Thanks. So the Cricket Wilson in the house. What is going on? Nice to see you in here. So yeah,
hey,
the shirt that Dee's wearing right now. Somebody just asked what Uscreen is. Uscreen is a video on demand platform where you can basically like upload your videos. So if you have a channel to where you're teaching people how to do things, then you can actually it can be fitness. It can be like the expert plumber, for example, could use it for like training and things like that, to where you basically like upload content there. And when you upload content there, you can put it behind like a per sale thing, like in terms of like somebody comes in, they buy like a little mini course, or you can make it to where it's like a subscription to where you teach people something like over the course of a period of time as well. A lot of people are making a ton of money over there.
Roger, the expert plumber, says, "You sure got a pretty mouth, boy."
Nice. I can hear his voice saying
right
it.
now. Roger's got a Texas accent, and I can totally hear your voice doing that. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's not great.
Yeah,
I mean that's kind of weird. Oh man,
Cosmic W, new member. Welcome to the membership side. Make sure that you check out the community tab, because there's some stuff in there for you. We've got Nimin Live live stream replay in there, and you're also going to be a part of the Nimin Live members only version. So make sure that you keep an eye on the community feed for an announcement on that as well. Mashed potatoes.
Mashed taters.
Nice. Justin Bennett, yes. I use the Premiere feature. I know Paul Peck has also used the Premiere feature. I've seen, like, right when they started letting that out, people are just, like, premiering like crazy.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that?
Let's do it.
All right, so here's the thing.
Let's go.
And
Here we go. It's coming off of the chest right now. Let's do it. Let's go down that hole. Let's go.
I've seen people talking about this on Twitter, and I agree. Not every video is worthy of being a premiere.
Yeah.
I think if you're going to premiere a video, make it like a big video.
Yeah, make it a hero video.
Make it a hero video. Build it up for a few days. I think Paul Peck did something really, and he did like a really successful one. I think he built it up over the course of a few days. Mm-hmm. Really build it up, and then let it out, and it was like really successful. But here's the thing: if everybody starts doing premieres in every video, it
takes away the value of the premiere.
It takes away the value of the premiere. So yeah, I personally, I mean, if it's like a major, like a hero video, something you're really proud of, something you put a lot of work in, it's like not your average video. Yeah, maybe premiere that.
Yeah,
but that's my opinion. Do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that people are getting burned out on them, like, already.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, yeah, it's even like on Reddit. It's all over Reddit. People are like, this is stupid.
Right.
Because, like, why are people going to, like what's the hype behind a premiere if it's not like, you know, if everybody's just putting out a premiere, then it's like, okay, well, everybody's just uploading a video and then they're doing that chat for a little bit. So it's cool in terms of being able to, like, communicate with the person.
Right.
But it's not something that's like a, you know, I find it annoying, personally.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that if everybody had the, Kay saying that everybody was trying it, absolutely they were, and that's good. That's definitely good.
Oh yeah.
But
sure.
but I think that now that everybody's tried it, I think that trying to think, okay, how can I use this in a way that's going to make the best impact? So when somebody sees, oh, Kay is doing a premiere, I need to make sure that I'm in there for her premiere. You know what I mean? Like doing it that way instead of like, oh, another premiere. So this is just like, unless I want to go in there and chat with people, then it's not going to matter.
It would almost be like if you gave children trophies just for participating.
I see what you did there.
See
Love
what
that.
I did there?
That was beautiful.
Right?
That was great. Yeah, that was great.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, love it.
And you know what would happen if that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The fall of everything.
The fall of everything, right? The decline of Western civilization as we know it.
That's right.
Yep.
Red asks, do I need a great logo for people to subscribe? No. You need great content. You need content that people like. You need content that people enjoy watching. You need content that adds to people in some way. You need content to where when somebody watches this, they're like, okay, this is good. Or you want content to where when somebody watches it, they're like, wow, I feel great after watching that. Or you want content to where somebody watches it and they're like, wow, I'm entertained like crazy off of that. Or you want it to where it's like, okay, well, now I'm thinking differently because I just watched this video. Like, you want to add something to the people that are watching your videos. If you do that, then people will subscribe to your channel.
It all comes back to content, always.
It does.
Always.
That's the base foundation of everything.
Right.
And then you get to do all the fun stuff around that in order to try to make it better.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, but it starts with the content.
So Evan Carmichael, we were talking about this the other day. He was on Instagram. He was live on Instagram. And somebody was asking him, how can I grow my channel faster? And his whole thing was, or they're not getting shared out or something like that. And his whole thing was, your content isn't good enough. He was like, if they're not sharing you out, if people aren't watching, if your watch time's low, if they're clicking out, your content's just not good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's harsh. But he even brought it back on himself and said, I want 10 million subscribers, but I'm not good enough to get them yet. When I am good enough, I'll have 10 million subscribers. So yeah, got to keep things into perspective.
For sure.
Yeah.
Damian Neubauer says, Neubauer, I think is how you say it. What is the best way to stay organized without an app?
Painfully honest tech in the house.
What is
going
up?
on, Jason?
Nice to see you in here. So
he got his play button.
Nice, congrats.
He got the play button.
Congrats.
Yep.
Put that puppy on the wall and look at it, and then real quick you're going to be like, man, that thing's not gold.
Right? I got to go for the gold.
Thing's so small. I need a gold one.
I need a painfully honest gold button on the wall.
Yeah, that's what happens. Is right now it's like, oh gosh, this is amazing,
so
and it is. I mean, it is.
I don't
Let's
have
just call
one.
it what
I
it
don't
is.
know
It is.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
And
then you look at it. I know, right? But then you look at it and you're like,
he calls me sometimes and he's like, I got a play button. And
I'll send him pictures. Yeah, send him pictures.
He'll send me like Snapchat.
Yeah. Even though I don't use Snapchat.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be like, I'll just send him a picture and I'll be like, play button.
Yeah.
Just wanted to remind you.
Right.
He's like, hey, what do you think I should do about this? And I'm like, yeah, maybe you should do this. And he's like, well, I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea. And then I just send him that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, play button.
Yeah.
Not really. That doesn't happen.
That actually does happen.
Every now and then, like twice a week. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should see my Snapchat with him. There's all kinds of pics floating through there.
So Damien, I don't know what just happened. Damian Neubauer says, what is the best way to stay organized without an app and stay on top of your schedule? I prefer paper. Also, what can I do better for my channel? So if you want to stay organized and stay on top of your channel and you prefer paper, get a notebook. Get a wire-bound notebook or any type of notebook and just write down your ideas and get your stuff done that way. Do it the old-fashioned way. Dude. Write down your ideas and then just start marking through them once you get them made.
I am so like a fan of paper and like a pen.
Are you?
Yeah. I mean, I use Google Keep. That's like the thing I have on my phone, right? But like I just love like notebooks. I love paper. I love writing stuff down. My spelling's a disaster. My handwriting's like chicken scratch.
Yeah.
I just like writing stuff down. Yeah. I don't know, typing it in. I don't know. It just feels like, because I type so much stuff all the time these days that it doesn't mean anything anymore. So when I actually have to write something down, it kind of means something.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's
Maybe
good.
maybe I'm just old-fashioned.
Maybe. Probably. Chances are pretty high. Chances are pretty high. But I am too. I like writing stuff down sometimes. Like I have like all my app stuff. Like for example, when I open my browser fresh, I've got like 3 things that pop up. One of them's a content schedule, another one's like a to-do list, and the other one's my social blade. And but like I still have a notebook that I'm like, okay, today I got to do this, and then I'll write that stuff down too. So I'm there with you.
Now I'm curious. So, and I'm sure a lot of you have the same thing. Like you type so much now. You tap with your phones, you type on the keyboards,
typing,
you tap and type it, and then when you go to write, it's just a disaster, right? It feels weird, and like I'm like, how do you hold this?
Yeah,
and my handwriting is just like worse than a doctor.
Yeah,
it's pretty much just like if I grabbed like a pen like this and just kind of. That's how I write.
I hear you. Yeah, it's similar. Like sometimes I'll go and I'll look at it and I'll be like, what did I just do here? What I can't even read it. I'll be like, I don't even know what I was supposed to mean here. I don't even know why I took this note.
Yeah.
J3B Dig in Canada, what is up, man? Nice to see you in here. Let's see here. So Gordon Eisman says, I got to do my chat with Evan, the one tied to the super chat I did when you guys were live at the restaurant. Oh, that's nice. That's awesome to hear. Yeah. So Gord, we were having dinner at the. Can't remember the name of it.
It was Cuban.
Yeah, it was a Cuban place. And,
delicious food.
It was during Vid Summit, and Daryl was streaming it live. And Gord super chatted during that, and Evan Carmichael saw it, and he said, "Hey, Evan, I want you to come on my show." And he did. So I guess Gord just made all of that happen. So so nice work there, Gord and Evan, for putting that together and making it all go together.
Yeah, Car Galaxy Studio says I was there on the stream. So, yeah, let me tell you how surreal that is, right? Those of you who follow Evan Carmichael, you know what just a positive whirlwind of just awesomeness that guy is.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And, like, to be sitting across the table of Evan and just hearing him just, like, doing what he does.
Yeah, he's so good.
I mean, it's just, like, it was, like, the best dinner ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then to have him, like, come over and, like, sit down, like, right next to you and start, like, just telling you, like, just running it down on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, okay, Evan, okay. Come on, man. Love you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good,
But
man.
like,
good
everything he says, it just cuts right to the bone.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah,
just
it does.
cuts right to the bone.
It's like a razor.
Yeah, man,
it's
he's
incredible.
awesome. Yeah, Evan's the best. Hashtag Evan if you love Evan Carmichael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damien, thank you. Thank you very much for saying that. We appreciate it.
What do you say?
He just said, I appreciate you both. You both have helped me in moving up.
Oh,
That
awesome,
is good to
man.
hear. Love it. Thank you.
Thanks, Damien.
Let's see here. The next question is from Redrix. Any thoughts on what happened to YouTube last week? Mark Pyler just made a video about it. So if you saw YouTube go down, if you saw YouTube down, just do a hashtag YouTube down so we know.
You get a lot of hashtags coming in.
From Evan? Yeah, we do.
Hashtag Evan, hashtag YouTube down.
Yeah, hashtag Evan, hashtag YouTube down. So for me, I have no idea what happened. There's theory and everything. So unless YouTube puts out something public, no clue. So I'm guessing it's my theory is because it's tied to Google Plus and they're going through the process of, getting that out of there. So my guess is it's going to be somewhere tied to that somewhere, but I have no clue. That's just theory. I have no real reason of why that happened.
Roger, that is super kind of you, my friend. He said, that's how I felt sitting next to you guys at events. Dinner with Nick the first time we met was you got to have dinner with Roger?
Yeah. 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 Well, we met at Video Marketing World. Yeah, so you weren't there for that. Where were you? Oh, that's right. You were getting in a motorbike wreck because you didn't go. Oh,
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. I was
The
laying
universe was like, hey, dude, you made the wrong choice.
That's right. I was laying in bed nursing a motorbike accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The universe is like, hey, you made the wrong choice. You could have been eating with Roger.
Yeah. Man. What'd you guys eat? You
That's
remember?
right. Next time. I know that queso was part of it. Queso and chips.
Queso and chips.
Was definitely part of it.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah, I'm guessing that that a hamburger was probably at that restaurant. A hamburger was probably a part of it as well.
Wrong choice, D. Yeah, I made a lot of wrong choices, man.
Yeah.
and that's coming from a username that says always think positive.
Nice.
He's just like, nope, can't do it. Wrong
stuff.
choice, D.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so let's grab another question here real quick. Let's see here. So, Redrix, okay, yes, we got that one on what happened with YouTube.
Thanks, Stanley. Appreciate it.
Twisted YT says, why can't I chat? I didn't do anything. I love your videos, by the way. Twisted YT, I have no idea. So maybe you, because I know sometimes the chat moves. Sometimes somebody will silence somebody or ban somebody, and they mean to ban someone else just because the chat's moving. They end up, accidentally banning the wrong person. That happens. So I'll look into that and try to figure out what happened.
Yeah, it could be. Sometimes people get silenced or banned by accident.
Yeah, so I'll look and see what the dealio is. The deal.
The
Dealio. Yeah.
The dealio.
All right. So next question here is Nourishing Parenting. Again, says, do you use any apps or programs for planning content? How far in advance do you have planned content? Yes, I use Monday is the app that I use, and I absolutely love it. It's a website, and it is an app. Before I went to go to Vid Summit, I had a nice queue built up. Right now, I have a nice handful of videos that are already put together. Thanks, Beggars. But I actually need to catch back up on my content schedule. So basically what will happen is either tomorrow or Monday, I'll sit down and I'll batch out somewhere between 4 and 5 videos most likely. And then I'll get those uploaded, and that'll get me started. And then on Wednesday, I'll do the same exact thing, pop those up, and then that'll get me rolling as far as, building the content out a bit for the following month. For November, that's what I'm shooting for. But yeah, Monday is the app. It is absolutely awesome. And they have a desktop version too. So for like you're scheduling your content and saying, hey, this is what I'm going to release. Like you can customize the entire schedule, which is really, really cool. So if you just use it yourself, it's free. But I think if you add someone else to it, then you have to start paying for it.
Hey, Josephine, I see you in there.
Josephine, he's watching you.
I'm not.
Where?
She says I catch myself typing at D to see if he's actually in the chat.
Oh.
Yeah. So here's the thing. A lot of people always ask if I'm in the chat. Yeah. So I'm reading the chat on an iPad, and if I actually talk to you guys, I'm actually doing it through a phone because I don't want to open up a browser here and like mess something up accidentally on the stream. So
Telia Koprick says editing is overwhelming. Telia, something I want to let you know.
Oh yeah.
Is editing is without question. It can be overwhelming when you're first starting because there's so many buttons to click. There's so many things to do. There's so many different options and different ideas that you can say, hey, I can take this and I can do this with it. You have to make sure you're getting the colors right and the sound and all that stuff. So it just becomes like more and more complicated. But as you do it more and more, it becomes a lot easier. And like where the real sweet spot is to where you take that transition from I am learning how to use this software to I'm starting to make stuff that is cool and I'm really proud of to like, wow, now I can use this in a creative way and do like even cooler stuff because I know how to use the software, efficiently. So it's just a learning curve. It's a process that you go through. So just embrace it and try not to get too overwhelmed by it. Just start with simple things. Start with just, hey, I'm going to start with cutting the videos, and then I'm going to start with, okay, I know how to cut videos, so now I'm going to start getting some transitions together and try to do that. Now I'm going to try to like zoom stuff in and add like creative crops and that kind of stuff, and just start building and building and building until you get more comfortable in it. But absolutely, it can be tough at first because there's just so many buttons and so many different things you can do.
Yeah, I also want to say if you're just learning on how to edit, do it on short videos. Don't sit down with like a 15 or 20 minute video and try to piece it together because that is an overwhelming amount of work if you're just starting
smart.
out.
Yeah.
Just go shoot some stuff. Go shoot like, 3 minutes of something or 2 minutes or something and just try to put together like a little edit. Go shoot your pet running around, go shoot cars driving by, and just try to make sense. Try to learn where to cut things. Just like 3 or 4 minute videos.
Yeah.
Break it down to bite-sized content, and then as you get better, then build it up.
Great tip.
Yeah. And another thing, don't start on like After Effects or something like that.
Yeah.
Like if you're starting on that, yeah. Start on something like if you're in the Adobe, what is it, Adobe Premiere?
Yeah.
You can use that. You can use Adobe Rush. I think Adobe Rush is really easy.
Yeah, it's a great place to start. And the cool thing with Rush that I like is that, like, if you start using Rush, then some of the stuff, if you make the jump to Premiere, some of that stuff kind of transfers over a little bit. Not all of it, but some of it does in terms of the buttons and this means this and, this is a crop. This is, what I mean? Like some of that stuff translates over.
I personally think Premiere is overwhelming for people starting out.
Oh, yeah.
I think like one of the beginner Vegas versions is pretty good. I think Adobe Premiere Rush is really good for starting. Pinnacle Pro is easy for starting.
I think that it depends on the person too, because like I think that the downside of using stuff like that is you get stuck in it.
You do get stuck in it.
So it's like, like if you're going and it's like, hey, I want to.
We're talking desktop editors here, by the way.
Yeah, we're talking desktop
mobile.
editors.
Not mobile, yeah.
So it's like, like you start editing on like a basic software because it's easy, and then it's like the next thing you know, it's like, okay, well, I want to do this like other thing that requires a little bit more editing skill, but this software actually won't let me do it because it doesn't have the capability. So like things like that is where learning the basics of like a higher end software is a win, because then you're not ever going to be limited. You just have to learn how to do that additional thing that you're trying to do.
Yeah, iMovie is Technical T's in that. Technically T, how's it going, man?
What is up?
Yeah. iMovie is a great thing to start on if you're on an Apple.
Yeah, let us know in the
Yeah.
chat right now. What are you using? Let me know what you guys are using. I know because I'm getting ready to launch an editing series actually, which hopefully you'll really really enjoy. But I'm going to launch an editing series on how to edit. So just let me know what you're using here in the chat. Personally, I'm using Vegas. I know that Beggars uses Premiere. We've got Car Galaxy Studios in Premiere. We've got Always Think Positive with VSDC, Revelator Alf with iMovie, Final Cut Pro, Organized Soprano, Filmora, says Ratty Star, iMovie Premiere, Share Factory. Okay, I haven't heard of that
Interesting.
one. Kinemaster on my phone says How to Fish. So D just put out a video on how to do vertical videos in Kinemaster. There, How to Fish. So
Yeah, if
check
you
that
guys
out.
don't know, Kinemaster has a brand new update on that for both iOS and Android, so you can actually edit and render out in square, 1x1, and in vertical.
Nice.
So yeah, so if you're doing IGTV or Instagram, that's perfect.
Nice. Chris Conkle Vlog says, serious question, guys, is Premiere better than Sony Vegas? Thoughts? I use Sony Vegas. I also use Sony Vegas. D
I also
uses
Vegas.
Sony Vegas, but I'm taking the very ridiculously slow, and I'm talking like over like a 2-year period transition into Premiere. It's just I'm so fast, like you probably are. I'm so fast in Vegas that it's difficult for me to make that full jump of ship, so to speak.
Yeah, I actually started originally on Final Cut Pro.
You started on like Pinnacle and stuff, didn't you?
No, I started with Final Cut Pro.
Oh, okay.
So I started with a Power Mac on Final Cut Pro, one of the very first versions of Final Cut Pro, actually. It might have been like the first version of Final Cut Pro. And my Mac just kept crashing and crashing and crashing and crashing.
You mean it didn't just work?
No.
Okay.
And I was so disappointed. And then I moved over to PC, and that's when I went with Pinnacle. And I was at Pinnacle for a while. Then I went over to Vegas, and then Vegas just makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I could put the time into Premiere because I know how powerful that is.
Yeah.
But like, man, I'm just so efficient with Vegas.
Likewise.
Just.
Yeah, and Beggars is saying, from the other side, my mic's really hot, by the way, coming in my headphones. Did you turn me up or something? Yeah, hold on. Beggars is saying that that on his, he said that a little bit up because that just like totally like took me out. Says that he says he would struggle in Vegas. So he says that it's the opposite for him because he learned in Premiere. So like for him, yeah, it's perfect. Thank you.
Right. Yeah, I keep seeing people saying that we're too low, our voice is too low, too high. So I'm trying to get it adjusted.
Oh, nice balance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dan Norton says the best part about Premiere is the dynamic links for Photoshop and After Effects without having to render out. Yeah, that's why I'm wanting to make that transition personally, is because I use Adobe products for everything else. So that's why I'm wanting to make that switch. Like that's the motivation behind my very slow, ridiculously slow transition into Premiere.
Elsie Peterson says, I'm just starting out and I'm using iMovie. That's a great thing to start out with.
Yeah.
It will do everything you need to get you started.
Now with iMovie though, you can't put like multiple layers and stuff, can you?
I don't know how deep you can go with iMovie, but if you're just starting out, I think it's a great thing to get started with.
Just cut videos and get them up.
Bare bones, learn the basics of editing, and then once you get it, and it might do everything that you need.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, then upgrade from there.
Sure.
But iMovie's great to get started.
Glue Guns and Roses says, is it possible to live stream from a phone without looking like it was a video that was recorded on a 2005 flip phone? Not recording on a 2005 flip phone, but my live stream looks like that. So one thing that you might want to try is I think in the Streamlabs mobile app, I think they let you adjust like your frame size and all that stuff. So I would give that a shot if you haven't already. Inside of YouTube, like if you just go directly through YouTube, then they basically optimize everything for you. But if you go through Streamlabs, the mobile app, I'm pretty sure that you can actually tell them, hey, this is what I want it to actually stream out at. So you might get a better quality using that.
Hefe says Filmora is awesome for beginners. So, yeah, there you go. Filmora.
There you go.
Filmora's got an app too, a mobile app called Filmora Go.
Yeah.
So if you get in that little thing, you can use both.
The Sassy Camper says, I'm in the planning stages for starting my channel. How much content should I have planned or even filmed in advance? Camper remodeling, hacks, maintenance, crafts, cooking, ask the expert segments, etc. So here's some quick tips for you, Sassy Camper. So very first is when you're putting your content together, because it sounds like you have a bunch of different things that you're going to be doing around the camping. So what I would do is I would make sure that when you're releasing those, that you're releasing them kind of like in blocks. Like if you're doing like camper remodeling, take people through a journey and build those into playlists. What I mean by that is, like, if you're remodeling on a camper, this is where you start. And then you do this, and then you do this. If you're doing the kitchen in a camper, then you start here, and then you do this, and then you do this. Put those together in like 5 video series, 7 video series, depending on how long they are, so that basically if somebody watches one, they're more inclined to watch additional ones, which will help people binge watch your content, which is great for YouTube, and that'll help you kind of get rolling. But in addition to that, in terms of how much content you should have, I would make a lot of content, as much as you can. You know, you don't want the making of content to keep you from launching the channel, but I would make a nice handful of videos and have them ready. And the reason for that is so that you can be ahead, because everybody in the chat, hashtag real talk, if you hear me on this one, like when you are putting out content, real life happens. And when real life happens, you're going to start missing uploads and things like that, because if you're doing it at a, hey, I have to upload now, and then I have to upload now, and then I have to upload now, but then on that second one, it's like, hey, this life thing happened and I actually have to go out of town for something, or I have to, work extra, or, like whatever it happens to be, then that upload doesn't happen, and it messes with your consistency on the platform. So make sure that while you are, planning it, that if you're gonna update, like, let's say, twice a week, for example, then make sure that, hey, I've got a month built out before I launch this thing, so that if for whatever reason I miss an update, I miss a week to where I can't make videos,
or you get hit by a car,
like D did, right? That's real talk.
Twice,
right? Yeah. But if you get hit by a car or something like that, then if you just have any situation whatsoever, then in that case, then you have that content in the queue. But what you want to do is just go ahead and get in the habit of making that content for that first month. So it's like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and build the habit. So I'm going to build this process into my life over the month, because again, hashtag me real talk if you're feeling this, because like when you start doing this, in order to stay consistent, because there's a lot of people here in the chat that are, they're on a regular basis, they're uploading content, and they've been doing it for a long time. And the only way to make that possible is to actually build the process of creating content. You build that process into your life. So when you are, when you're putting out this content, you're thinking, hey, I'm going to start a channel. If you can build it out a little bit, you're going to give yourself a humongous cushion in terms of the content that you have to make, in terms of if you actually lose one of those days to where it's like, hey, normally I make content on this day, but for whatever reason I can't, then you can make it up, on some other days or whatever, in order to get back on track, instead of, hey, I'm going to fall way behind because I missed this particular day. So if you can build content out in advance like that, it can really help you out. And the peace of mind. Also, like when you know that you're like a few weeks ahead or a month ahead or 2 months ahead, then in your brain, it's like, oh, it's so great.
You get sick,
yeah,
right? Or
your voice goes out.
You just don't want to do it.
Yeah, your voice goes out. You just don't feel like doing it.
You know what, man?
Right?
I'm just not feeling it today, and
hey, the circus is in town. I want to go to the circus.
Right. You're right. I want to watch elephants ride on balls or something. Mm-hmm. Right. I don't want to do a video.
Right.
Cool. You got a backup.
Right.
Do elephants ride on balls anymore? I don't think they balance on the ball. I think they're not allowed to do that.
Really?
I think Barnum and Bailey actually got rid of the elephant stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, recently.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, that's cruelty to animals.
Nice.
Yeah.
So How to Fish says, how can you use TubeBuddy to your advantage as far as helping to get your videos out there, and what's the best features on the app? So that is a fantastic question, How to Fish. And before I answer that question, I do want to let you know that this show is brought to you by the kind folks at TubeBuddy. You can actually install TubeBuddy at tubebuddy.com/Nimmin and see what TubeBuddy can do for you. So you can actually give it a trial run and actually see, what it does. But a few different things. One, it helps you learn how to come up with video ideas that you can actually rank your videos for. If anybody's not using the new keyword tool yet, you definitely need to. I'll actually show you that here in a little bit, I think, if we can pull me up on the screen. Two,
you want up right now?
No, not right now. Two is You can A/B test your thumbnails. So if you get the higher package, the Legend account, then you can A/B test your thumbnails, which basically tells you how people are responding to your thumbnails. They're giving you the click-through rates on there now. They're giving you the watch time per impression now. So if you're already a TubeBuddy user, for anybody that's watching this, and you have that Legend account, make sure that you go and you start doing some more tests on your thumbnails, and then they're actually giving you that click-through data there, and they're showing you how much watch time that you're generating per impression. They're doing the math for you. So, so that part is awesome too. But they help you tag your videos. They help you look at your competition. Like, there's just tons of features. So if you just go to their website through the link that we just mentioned here, if you go to their website, then you're going to go to their features page, and then you'll see all the stuff that they have to offer. But it's an amazing tool.
Midnight Madness 4x4 says, I don't think I've ever had a video I didn't want to do yet, as far as I can remember. Midnight Madness 4x4 is because the circus has never come to town where you're at.
That's right.
And
yeah, he's got cool stuff. He's got monster trucks come to town.
You know what?
Where he's at.
Yeah, truth be told, if I had to like do monster trucks all the time, yeah, that'd just be awesome.
Yeah.
Just crunching over cars and stuff. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
G. Michael Jr. says Barnum and Bailey went out of business.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't. You know what? We live in Asia. Didn't know that.
Interesting. Gear Vlogs. I got your thing there with the link in here. I'm actually going to put this in here, and then I'm going to bookmark it, so I will have that later. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
That was probably because they were making elephants do stuff.
You know what? It might be.
That's right.
All right, so it looks like we're getting an audio echo on Twitch, which is probably just because we're not like hardwired in. It's just actually sitting there across the table because it's just behind the scenes type of stuff. So I just want to mention
You're still
that.
on Twitch?
Oh, yeah.
Well, look at that.
Yeah, still going on Twitch. So, yeah, so definitely if you haven't yet, make sure you follow me over there on Twitch. I just put a link to it right there in the chat if you're a Twitch user. Let's see here. So next up, we've got NAB Guide, NAB Guide. Says, thank you for helping me reach 2,000 subscribers. High five and fist bump to you. How do I tell my subs I want to make content other than what I do now without making them angry? Okay, here's the thing. Two ways to look at this. Number one, do your thing, right? Comes down to you and what it is that you want to make, because it's your mental health at stake that you need to make sure that you are keeping in line and that you are staying happy with. The second thing is the YouTube follows the algorithm follows the audience. So because of that, if you start making content that your audience isn't liking, then you will most likely see some significant drops because of it in terms of your view counts and all that stuff. Now, with that said, that does not mean that if you start making a different type of content, that because your current audience isn't liking it, that you won't be able to pick up a new audience. It does not mean that in any way, shape, or form. It just means that your current audience that you have right now, as you're putting out the content that you're wanting to transition into, they might not dig it. So you're going to have like a period of time that you might struggle a little bit. But as you start replacing those audience members, you have your videos ranking in search, and you're marketing your videos to where people are coming into your channel from other sources on social media and whatnot, so that you can start generating that new audience. That's definitely something that you can do, but you're just going to have to suck it up, and you're going to have to go through that transition period while all that's taking place.
Roger says, if I have an idea for TubeBuddy, how do I get it to them?
Roger, you can send it to D or I, or you can send it directly to TubeBuddy through their support. Any of those will, all roads lead to Rome. You can reach out to any of the TubeBuddy streamers also.
All roads lead to TubeBuddy.
Yep, all roads lead to TubeBuddy. Or you can reach out to any of the TubeBuddy streamers. Any of us will get you taken care of and get it passed on. Or you can go right in. Actually, if you log into your TubeBuddy account, they actually have a forum in there. So if you go, once you actually logged into your TubeBuddy account on their website, then they actually have like I think it's called like community or forums or something like that as one of the navigation options. If you click on that, then you go in there and you can actually submit feature requests there also. It's just a little bit difficult to get to.
Costume CO in the house.
What is up, Heidi? Nice to see you in here. As always. Creative and Happy says, why is it important to post on a regular basis? Is once a week enough? And does it matter that it is always the same day and time? It's actually preferred that it's the same day and time because you start building in that habit. For example, when we were not able to go live for the first hour and a half of this show, people were awesome and everybody was hanging out, but it would have been normal for people to say, hey, they're not live right now. I expected them to be live and they're not, so I'm going to go do something else instead. But the reason that people can count on this live stream and they can make it part of their Saturday is because we stream every Saturday, unless we have tech problems. We stream every Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern, so it's something that everybody in this chat can count on, and they can say, hey, I can come hang out with other awesome content creators. I can come hang out. I can learn more about YouTube. I can come hang out and like do this whole thing. and it's going to happen every single Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern. So it becomes something that people can count on. Same exact thing when you're releasing your videos. People will be like, hey, I know that every Tuesday at whatever time that this channel releases this content. I love their content, so I'm going to make sure that even if I don't get a notification, because, you know, we all know how YouTube's notification system is, that if we don't get a notification...
Don't get me started.
Then, that if I don't get a notification, then they're still going to, you know, come and check and see if you've uploaded a video for the people that are, like, you know, really into the stuff that you're doing.
Yeah, and it's all, you should also pay attention to the times that you upload. Like, there's optimal times to upload.
Yeah.
So you might upload at one time, and you might not get that much velocity of your video out of the gate. You might upload on a different day at a different time. So you got to pay attention to this stuff. You got to do some testing out of the gate.
Yeah.
TubeBuddy will help you with that.
Yes.
Try to figure out what are the best times for you to upload.
Yes.
Think of it this way too. Like, let's just say you watch Game of Thrones. You know, Game of Thrones is going to come out every Sunday at 9 p.m.
Yes.
But they're just like, hey, you know what? They're not always there at 9.
Right.
It's Sunday at 9 p.m. because, you know, you got to get in the habit of watching them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then you're like, where are they?
Right.
We're going to go Monday at 6 p.m.
But wait a minute.
You would be upset.
But wait a minute. I call it off Sundays
I
because I want to make sure that I'm here for Game of Thrones.
Right.
Right.
I didn't go to little Johnny's soccer practice.
Right.
Right. I'm neglecting my children so I can watch your YouTube videos.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. And you didn't even put it up.
You didn't put it up.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe.
Yep. I'm
That's
out of
right.
here.
I'm out of here.
Right.
Hateful,
And Johnny's out of here too. I'm logging into Johnny's account. We're also taking him out.
Hateful comment, thumbs down, unsubscribe.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Dave Irving of Vader Knives says, how's it going? Thanks for all the tips. I've been editing and listening in the background. Thank you. I'm glad you are enjoying it there, Dave. Our apologies for running late today to everybody in the chat. So awesome of you, just to say it again, so awesome of you for hanging out during that time. I actually enjoyed it. I was telling Dee, I was like, this is fun, actually, just sitting here, like, you know, doing the same thing, but in the chat version instead of actually being live. That was interesting,
I'm glad you were having fun.
Yeah, he's like over here, like, you know, throwing stuff. Not really, but he was like wanting to and saying things on Twitter that... Twitch that were not family friendly, but it was funny.
Like,
yeah, really funny.
Flipping Microsoft.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So let's see here. Simply Beth, take care. Have a great time with your grandson. Give them lots of kisses on their 6-month birthday. Happy birthday to them, which that would have been a great time to drop the happy birthday song that we're working on.
Yes.
I'm glad to know I'm not the only one listening to this in the background while editing. Thanks again for the great content and being real. Okay, so here's what we want to know.
Yeah, here it comes.
Here it comes. We need your feedback. We need your help. Dee and I are...
Snapchat After Dark.
No, that's the wrong channel.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
So Dee and I...
Sorry, my bad.
Dee and I are thinking of doing a podcast to where it would be... basically, it would be a totally different thing, but it would basically be what you hear on Nimin Live, and it would basically be in podcast form. It wouldn't be Nimin Live, but it would be a podcast
form of YouTube. This stuff.
Yeah, so we'd be talking about YouTube. We'd be talking about you know, our normal banter and all that stuff would be there, and all of that. Would that be something that you would enjoy, or something that you would be interested in, you know, downloading, or something that you would be interested in listening to? Give me a hashtag podcast if you are like on board for that. If you think it would be good, give us a hashtag no. If you would just prefer that we would just keep our mouth shut and keep everything only here on Saturdays. Do it, Niminati Podcast.
Yeah.
Yes, podcast. Gary B says audio is the best bid thing. Absolutely. And because they can multitask.
I just want to be a podcaster.
Podcast.
I don't want this YouTube stuff anymore.
Podcast. My wife is a big podcast listener. Fantastic. I'd like whatever you do. Thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
There's a lot of you who are actually listening to this, and you're not watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we're...
Yeah, that's a lot of the feedback that we get.
That's why we're asking.
Yeah, that's where our motivation came from. Is we get a lot of people that, you know, we get feedback where people will say, hey, you know, people will... you know, they'll be listening, just like we just read here a few times where people are like, hey, I'm listening to this while I'm editing, or like whatever, to where we want to, you know, be able to deliver that like specific audio content as well. So
yes, Roger, it would still be about YouTube.
Yeah, it's still YouTube related, still the same type of stuff. It would just be basically would have a different show on it. It would have a pretty similar structure.
Yeah. We wouldn't obviously wouldn't be doing channel grading because you wouldn't be able to see anything.
But it'd be tips.
We wouldn't be diving into the chat because you couldn't see that.
Right. It would be basically to where it would start up and it'd be like, welcome to what the thing is. And then we'd have our tagline and they'd be like, all right, today this is what's been going on this week or whatever. And today our main topic that we're focusing on is this specific side of video creation. And then we'd talk about whatever that thing is. And then we'd close it all out and all that good stuff. So that would basically be the structure of it. From time to time, we'd bring in guests and that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what we're considering. So let us know. Okay, so we got a no. We found a no.
In the house. Thanks for hanging out. Love your shoes, brother.
Yeah, we had a no. Okay, that's cool.
Okay,
that's good.
Ban that guy.
Not really.
Ban
okay, we had
him.
another no. Okay,
get out of here.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Okay, yeah. So lots of good feedback here. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so it looks like that's
the whole idea is because so many people are telling us that they're listening to us.
Yeah.
While they're doing other things.
Yeah, on Nim and Live, this is going to be here. Yeah, no question about that. This is going to be here.
It's just kind of this in a podcast version.
Yeah.
Because people are like, oh, I'm cleaning the house when I listen to you guys every Saturday, or I'm working. El Jefe, I know you're working right now.
Yeah.
People are doing other things.
Right.
They're not watching.
Yeah.
So
yeah, okay. So that's Youngstein Magazine. What's up? Nice to see you in here. So let's see here. Would love to hear you guys talking to content creators for the Dan Norton. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, yeah, good.
No, we are not going to end Nim and Live. That's not going to happen.
That's yeah.
We are going to be on Nim and Live until the end of the internet.
Yes. Yeah, we were talking about that today, actually.
The very end of the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of hooked on this. I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but we're kind of hooked. I think we might even have a problem, D.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we have a problem. I think that we're like hooked too much on this.
We have a stream problem.
Yeah, we do. We're like stream addicts.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
I just want to. That's all I want to do.
Yep.
I just want to stream.
You wake up scratching, itching.
Yeah.
Man, I got to turn the stream on.
Dan Norton, you're gonna have to fly over here and hang out with us for that. Like a 24-hour
24-hour introduction.
Just hang out. Yeah, just streaming with the Nimmons and just around the clock.
Creative and Unhappy says, why is it important to post on a regular basis? Is once a week enough, and does it matter that it's always the same day and time? Like we were talking about before, yes, day and time, definitely a win. In terms of the importance of streaming on a regular basis, think of it like, have you ever had that friend to where you're hanging out a lot?
I don't have any friends.
I don't have any friends. Yeah. So to where you're hanging out a lot. Let's say you see that friend 3 times a week, and then all of a sudden you see that friend.
A friend that I'd see 3 times.
And then you see that friend, and then you're you start seeing that friend once a week, and then next thing you know, you don't really think about that friend anymore, and you don't reach out to him anymore because you don't hardly see him, and therefore you don't hardly think of him. It's a similar thing. When you are uploading hardly ever, then you're not in people's minds a lot. You're not being presented to them a lot from YouTube. They're not getting notifications that you're there and all that stuff. So when you're uploading on a regular basis, you're staying relevant in the minds of the people that watch your content. And because of that, it helps you grow your channel because you're staying relevant there, and that's also giving you tons of opportunities to have videos that they can put in front of people that have never been exposed to your content before. So you get to learn at a faster rate if you're consistent with a regular schedule. You get to stay at the top of mind of people that watch your content on a regular basis, and you get to get better at what you're doing faster because you're doing it a lot. Once a week is enough. If that's all you can do, that's definitely enough depending on the type of content that you make. But the thing is, if you're wanting rapid growth, then you have to play within the system a little bit, and you're going to have to upload more, most likely, depending on the content you're making. I don't know what you're making, but there's some channels like that Spider channel. It's some Spider animation channel. They upload once a month, and they just crush it. They've got tons and tons and tons of subscribers. There's the Kurzik Stat channel. They have I think less than 50 videos or something like that. They've got 5 million subscribers. They upload once a month. So I mean, it can be done without question, but your content has to be off the charts, and it has to be something that is to where somebody watches it and they're like, oh my gosh, you have to watch this video.
That's some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen in my life.
Right. So if you're not making content like that, then a regular upload schedule is definitely something that you want to get into.
Thank you, Roger. Roger says, you have me, because I said I had no friends. Thank you. I've got one friend now.
Michael Cooper Ministry, what is up? Nice to see you in here.
Cosmic W says,
Thank you for the super chat.
Hey, D, what's your #1 favorite editing app? Ooh, man.
Camera's frozen.
Huh?
Camera's frozen.
Is it?
Yep. Can you hear us? Yeah, so the wide shot's frozen.
Okay, I'm going to work on that. I'm going to tell you my number one editing app. Oh, man, that's a tough one. I really
Lucas the Spider, that's it. Boom. Lucas the Spider, yeah.
I really liked the functionality of Adobe Premiere Rush on my phone.
Yeah.
I think it absolutely has some limitations to it, but it just felt right and it worked in my brain. Right? It made sense to me, but I'm not going to pay $9.99 for it.
Yeah.
Like on a regular basis because I don't have the whole Adobe suite. So with that out of the way, my favorite.
I thought you had the suite. You don't have the suite?
No. So with that out of the way, my favorite one would probably be KineMaster.
Okay. What do you have? You have what? Photoshop and Audition?
I have Photoshop and Audition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have the whole suite.
Okay. I thought you did for some reason.
Yeah. But yeah, I like. But that being said, like
Thanks, Doug.
I'm constantly trying new apps. I think LumaFusion's fantastic. It's just really difficult and time consuming. That's probably like the overall most powerful app is LumaFusion.
Yeah.
But it's like After Effects in terms of like, trying to wrap your head around it. But it's a fantastic app.
Vigard says he's unsubbing. He says, why, D? He's unsubbing.
Why?
Yep, he's unsubbing. You just lost Vigard.
Yep. Thumbs down.
So Stanley Orchard is saying, what is our favorite YouTube channels? D, go first.
Peter McKinnon.
Yeah, I would say Peter McKinnon also.
Didn't even have to hesitate on that.
Yeah, Peter McKinnon is awesome. Yeah, Peter McKinnon's great. Dean Inman is also an amazing creator. You should definitely watch him if you don't know who he is.
Here's the thing about Peter McKinnon for me, and it was really cool meeting him. It was just
Sorry, Kabir, I didn't mean to silence you. I clicked the wrong button on that, so I will answer your question. Go ahead.
Like he's so on top of his game, like as a creator. Like you aspire to be as good as him.
Yeah.
Like he's raised the bar so high.
In his presentations.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's raised the bar so high. He needs such an excellent, but
He's an entertainer.
I'm not just saying that he's like a great photographer or a great videographer. I mean, he's a storyteller. He's a photographer. He's an editor. He's an entertainer.
Yeah.
Like, he said he used to work for the circus.
Yeah.
And he's a magician.
Yeah.
Like that he's an he's that.
Yeah.
Like when he tells you that, you're like, oh, of course.
Yeah.
You worked for the circus.
Yeah, it makes total sense now.
And you're a magician.
Right.
Like, of course.
Yeah.
It makes total sense. Yeah.
So Kabir says, can you tell me how to add content to my channel on a mobile? So what you want to do is you want to use the YouTube Creator Studio app, or it's called YouTube Studio now. So that will help you to add content. So basically you'll want to make the content on your phone, and then you can use the Creator Studio app to get it in there, or you can just upload directly inside of the YouTube app also. All right. Okay, so Sweeney Dunstan Gaming says, is it better to tag individual words or to group words together? You want to group words together, and the reason for that is because in almost every case, it's easier to rank for multiple word keyword phrases than it is, like an actual phrase, than it is for you to rank for one word. So, ranking for game is going to be a lot more difficult than ranking for the best games by Rockstar, for example.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do that. Like, they just try to use individual words for tags.
Yeah,
and they're just missing out on the keyword phrases because YouTubes is
YouTubes.
If you guys do not upload your content to YouTube,
YouTubes,
you are missing out.
Yeah, YouTubes. That's got meme all over it for the Discord crew. For the Discord crew, that's got memes all over it right there. YouTubes. Yeah,
YouTubes. No, you can't even say it now. Oh no, here we go.
Oh, I love it.
YouTube,
what have you done?
YouTube is a search engine.
YouTubes.
So if you go into the
so D just got a merch store.
Sorry. I'm trying to help.
Okay, go.
I'm trying to help someone here, and
go. Sorry, calling a plumber.
I'm done.
Go.
I'm off camera now. I'm done.
All right, go. I can't. I just moved it away. Do your thing.
No, you started.
Even if I want to, I can't. It's over here.
Oh, man. Yep, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm just letting you do your thing. It's like right over there.
I lost it. Nope, it's all gone. It's all gone. Lost it.
Oh, so good. Yeah, so YouTubes.
I lost it. Was called a plumber.
Yeah, that was Roger. Yeah, that was on Roger.
Thanks, Roger.
Yeah.
Oh.
That should be an app, YouTubes.
YouTubes. Get on that. You want your app developers out there?
Yeah, YouTubes. Yeah, here's your chance. Right? Oh, that's good. Yeah, Pegasus Angels gameplay says that your subscriber name should be YouTurbs.
How's it going, my YouTubers?
What's up, YouTurbs?
How's it going, YouTubers?
That's awesome. Oh, that's great. So that's the second time officially on a live stream that I've derailed D. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Cauliflower.
Yep. So that's like 2 for me. It's like 1,000 for you. See, that was good. That's good. Turbinati. Here it goes. Here it goes.
Make it stop.
Here it goes. Oh man. Oh, this is great. Okay.
Hey, Brendan Walters in the house. How you doing?
So Yo Mama TV says, would you recommend going? Says. Uh-oh. D's coming unglued. You got to go for the wide shot for this. He's literally coming unglued right now. This is great.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yeah. Now he's sitting there totally normal. It's funny. That's great. That's like, what cartoon was that where he's got the frog? And then, like, the frog's, like, dancing and all this crazy stuff.
He's like, look at my dancing frog. And the frog's like, ribbit.
Yeah. Right.
And the frog's like, hello, my baby.
Hello, my darling. Yeah.
Looney Tunes, man, good times. Sorry.
All right.
Ooh.
All right, pulling it back together here.
We're probably losing people.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
But you know what? We're having a good time.
Yeah.
Right? We're having a good time. People that are having a good time with us, you know, that's what it's all about right there. All right.
Ooh. Good laugh.
All right. YouTubes now copyrighted. Oh, man. Good stuff. Okay, so Yo Mama TV says, would you recommend going back to old videos and optimizing titles, tags, and descriptions? I've heard it's bad. I have at least 10 videos to change and would love to use TubeBuddy, but is it worth it? It's rare for my videos.
They know that song. They're like, hello, my darling.
Oh, nice.
Oh, my God.
Let's see here. So for optimizing your videos or basically reworking the metadata on your videos, it's rare for my videos to get more than 10 views. I'd like to try to optimize SEO. Should I just work with best practices and move forward? So here's the thing. If you have videos that are not performing well because the videos are not something that people are watching, then you can optimize those videos all day long and it's not going to help you. So here, like, what you need to focus on is you need to go into your audience retention reports. Like, if you're getting 10 views a video, like, changing your metadata isn't going to matter unless when you go into your video, if you go into your analytics inside of the YouTube Creator Studio, inside of your analytics in the backside of YouTube there, and you see your audience retention reports, if you have a high amount of watch time that you're getting per video or like a high percentage viewed, then it makes sense to optimize those videos if they're not performing well, because people are responding to those videos. But even in your case, if you're getting 10 views per video, then even in that case, like, there's not enough data there to really be like statistically significant anyway. But even with those 10, you want to make sure that those 10 people that are watching your videos are watching like a decent percentage of your video, because if they're not, then you can re-optimize your video, your tags and your titles and your descriptions all you want to, and it's not going to make a long-term difference. Now, if people are responding and you are getting that good feedback on the video in terms of what your audience retention report tells you, then in that particular case, then re-optimizing that can definitely make a difference, because that might be the thing that's broken in terms of getting people to your video. So absolutely, if your videos are performing well when people watch them, yes. If your videos are not performing well when people watch them, then just move forward and just try focusing on making your content better instead of, you know, trying to only optimize the old videos. With that said, you also want to look at your thumbnail also and make sure that you are, I'm actually going to look at your channel real quick, but you want to make sure that you're also looking at your thumbnail, and make sure that when you're looking at your thumbnail that you're looking at your click-through data, your click-through ratio, and you are also getting a decent percentage there as well. So as I'm scrolling down, I'm looking at your thumbnails right now. I would definitely look at your click-through rate on your thumbnails and see what kind of stuff you're getting on these, what kind of click-through rate you're getting. Might be okay, but some of these, just from the outside, I would say would probably need some work. but definitely look in your own statistics and check for yourself. But basically the whole process is, somebody's going to see your thumbnail, they're going to click on that thumbnail, and then based on what they do from there is going to determine what YouTube is going to do with your video. So if they stay on your video for a long period of time, then YouTube's going to say, hey, people are digging this. If they don't stay on your video for a long period of time, then YouTube's going to say, okay, well, we're going to stop showing this to people because people end up leaving because they come and they watch this video and they don't stay here, so they end up getting bored, they close the video or something like that, or they close the browser or go do something else, whatever. So you want to keep a focus on those things. Iron
Gordon in the house. Haven't seen you in here in a while, man. Nice to see you back. He says, what watch percentage is considered a good amount?
It depends on how long your videos are. If you have a 1 minute video and you're getting, a 90% watch time or a 95% watch time, in that case, or percentage viewed, in that case, you're not doing that great because you're getting a less than a minute of watch time, but you have a high percentage. But if you're getting a 20-minute video and you're getting like an 80% watch time on that or a 70%, then you're just killing it, and the amount of watch time that you're accumulating is going to be amazing from that. So it all depends on the length of your video. So let's go into like realistic terms for what like a lot of channels do. Let's just break it down to like a 10-minute video. You want to try to go for at least 70% if you can, but as your channel gets bigger, that's going to be more and more difficult. So if you have a small channel, you want to try to go for that now, because those numbers are going to start getting chipped away at as your content gets shown to more and more people. You want to try to go for that, but in reality, most people, they fall like in the much lower numbers. So really, if you can get like 50%, then you'll probably outperform most of the people in your niche. And then the higher that you go from there is just going to solidify you in terms of internal promotion inside of YouTube. All right.
That watch time struggle is real.
It really is. Really is. Dang Spring, it says, I have another question. I do unboxing videos and explanation theory videos. They both are about Star Wars. You win. Well, let's just say that. You win.
Yep.
And superheroes, and I was wondering if I should keep doing it on the same channel or make two separate channels. If it's all based around the same Star Wars and superheroes, then I would try doing it on the same channel. I mean, if it's all based around that, then I would do that. I would also, I don't know how big your channel is, if you can actually poll your viewers or not. But if you have the community tab in your situation, then I would try to poll your viewers, or just ask them in the comment, pin a comment. Hey, which type of content do you want to see me make more of? Of course, the people that are watching your Star Wars videos are going to say that, or the people that are watching your unboxing videos are probably going to say that. But just ask them and see what your audience wants. All right. Let's see here. So next question on the list. How can I grow my channel? Says Goatmaster Psycho. Grow your channel by making content that people enjoy.
Creepy Dan, how's it going?
YouTube is a responsive system. Lean on that. Say, okay, if YouTube is a responsive system and YouTube is going to basically show my stuff to people that end up watching my stuff for longer periods of time, then I need to make sure that I'm targeting everything on a specific group of people so that all the content that I put out, they're going to watch for a longer period of time, so that YouTube will end up showing that content to more people, right? So it's like this crazy loop that you get stuck in. But that's what you're going for, is you're wanting to get caught in that. You want to make that content for that group of people so that they watch for a longer period of time, because you're nailing that interest and you're making videos in a way that they like. And then YouTube's going to start showing you to more people. Those people, it's still going to stay within that box, so to speak, of those people come in, hey, we like this too, and then YouTube's going to show you to more people and more people and more people and more people. Let's see here. I'm a UK-based channel and just wondered if I can use the Streamlabs for merchandise from the UK. Thanks in advance. So Revelator Alf, I'm not sure. I don't know the answer to that question. I wish that I did, because I don't know the restrictions geographically on their stuff. What I would recommend that you do is shoot them a message on Twitter and ask them, just to make sure, because I'm not sure with the legalities with all the stuff they're doing over there in the UK. I'm not sure where that falls in. So I would definitely shoot them a message on Twitter just to get an official answer, instead of me taking a stab at it. Beggars says that, let's see here. What was that, Beggars? Beggars saying that Streamlabs can use in the UK, but to use an external, it's a bit expensive. Beggars saying Spreadshirt that Streamlabs uses works in Europe. Okay. So there's a little bit of feedback, but I would still shoot them a tweet and try to get like an official word from them. Christopher Cabello, next question, says, should you put all of your content, vlogs, gamings, unboxings, etc., on one channel or make dedicated channels for each? So I would recommend making dedicated channels for each or just focusing on the one that's the most important to you. And the reason for that is because instead of putting out content that is not related to each other, where people that come in for one type of content, they're not going to care about the other content and so on. So it's going to kind of send out weird signals. If you have everything, like if you're just doing vlogs, then you're pulling in people that are into vlogs. If you're just doing gaming, you're pulling in just people that are into those games. If you're doing unboxings, you're pulling in people that are into the unboxings. And every time you put out a video that's an unboxing video or a gaming video or a vlog, whichever channel it is, then in that case, those people are more likely to click on and watch that video and watch it for a longer period of time because they enjoy that type of content. So when you niche down like that, then what you're doing is you're basically just creating an entire channel full of stuff that a certain group of people enjoys. See the sites. See what you did there? So they have their name spelled SEITZ, and then they put a parenthesis saying pronounced sites, making sure I got that one right. So got it. Okay. So I've been messaging for help through proper methods, but can't get a reply from anyone. We just hit 16,000 subs and average 5,000 views per video and 4 to 5 videos a week. Several videos over 200,000. We need help. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, so on that one, I'm not sure exactly what type of help that you're needing, but if you send me an email at askniman@gmail.com, then I can probably shoot you in the right direction. Just shoot me an email and let me know specifically the details of what it is that you're looking for, and I'll see if I can send you in the right direction.
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback on that for a second.
And just as a heads up, really quick, sorry, D. Just as a heads up, real quick, also, like when you send to that email, I just want to let you know, like I get a lot of emails into that particular email because it's my public-facing email. So it might take me like a few days to get back to you or whatever. So just be patient, but I'll get to it because I get to them basically like in the order they come in. So just be patient. Like if you send it today, it might take me like a few days to get to you. But because I know that that's going to be coming in and you're looking for help, just make sure that you put something in the subject line that's going to grab my attention that you came from the stream.
Yeah, I want to piggyback on that for anyone who's trying to contact any other creator or somebody that you're trying to get help from them or advice or something like that. When you send a message or you send an email or a direct message, instant message, whatever, be specific with what you need.
And concise.
And concise, yeah, because like I need help. Like, especially him, like he gets an unbelievable amount. I get a lot of mail, and I can't believe the amount that you get, right? And like a lot of times, like you don't really have time to, well, what do you need help about? Like just put it out there.
Yeah.
This is what I need help with.
Yeah.
You've got a better chance of getting a response from somebody rather than just I need help or can you look at my channel?
Right.
That's just so wide open.
Right.
What do you want me to look at your channel? Am I looking at your thumbnails? You want me to watch your videos? What about your videos?
Right.
Am I checking for audio? Am I looking at your editing?
Right.
Right. So just be very specific about what you're asking for when you reach out to somebody. That helps a lot.
It does. It really does. And like with that also, like the more detailed that you are, then that basically is like that might like if you give the detail, that can be the difference of, well, I don't know what it is that they want, so I'm not going to reply to this, or or that can be the difference of, oh, they just want me to do a quick glance at their thumbnail. So I can do that real quick. I've got, I can do that real quick. So that can be the difference on you getting those answers or not.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Can you look at my channel? Or hey, can you look at my videos and tell me what I'm doing wrong?
Right.
No, I'm not even going to look.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not going
and
to.
other things too, like personal rules that I have, and like if you have people sending you messages as well, I recommend that you also build these up just for the sake of like protecting your personal time. Also, is like one thing that I have is like if I've made a video on something and somebody's asking me for help on something that I've made a video or several videos about, basically what that tells me is that okay, they're sending me a message wanting help on this particular thing, but they didn't take the time to look and see if I had a video on it.
Yes.
Especially if it's something I've made multiple videos on.
Yes.
And in that case, I'll be like, well, if they didn't take the time to look through my library to see if I had a video on it, then I'm not going to take the time to respond. So like in a situation like that.
That's a big one, man. That's a huge one, yeah.
Like getting an email and, hey, I just watched this video and I had a question about this is a totally different thing than, hey, how do I do this when I've got 8 videos on it? You know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah, go back
because I love helping people. So does D.
Right.
It just has to be in order to make it efficient. Like you just have to it just has to be clear what it is that you're wanting, and it has to be clear that you've put in the effort to figure it out a little bit for yourself too.
I co-sign that.
Yeah.
Like I get so many emails that I won't reply because they'll ask questions. Because I mean, like my last video will literally be the thing that they're asking a question on.
Yeah.
And if you can't go look through the library, you know what I mean? Like
Marcus, affiliate marketing dude in the house.
Hey, how's it going, Marcus?
What's up, man? Saying he gets it all the time too with the type of content he does. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Hey, D, this one's for you.
Specific.
Trip Elix says, what is our audio setup? What are we using for? And what's our mixing board?
Whoa, good question. We are using. Are these Procasters? Podcast. No,
Procasters. Yeah, the podcasters are the white ones.
Right.
That
These are
USB.
Rode Procaster microphones, and they are running into a Behringer. Let me see the model on that. Hold on. It's a Xenix 1204 USB mixing board, and we have cloud lifters that are giving more volume to the microphones because these are kind of low out of the gate.
Yes.
And then we're running everything through Streamlabs OBS.
Yeah.
Really basic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Really, and we're doing the camera switching with the Elgato Stream Deck.
Yeah. The expert plumber Roger saying, finding things in your library is fun. You have so many things; it's hard to find the right information sometimes. Absolutely, and I get that for sure. Also, like I absolutely understand that. But still, it's also that. That thing like, okay, well, if I've got like 8 videos on it and somebody sent me something, then it's kind of like, come on, you know what I mean? If it's like one video and it was like a long time ago, then, then I'll usually answer those too. But in most cases, if it's something I've made several videos on, then I'll be like, come on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just the thing.
Just effort. That's all it is.
It's just effort. And what they'll learn looking for it, right?
Yeah.
Hey, so Roger, actually, the next question is in here saying that if he wants to build a studio for video and podcasting, what would be the best computer? He's still working off of a laptop.
Ooh, the best computer. Man.
He's building a studio for video and podcasting.
Man. In terms of specs on a are you a PC guy? Are you a Mac guy? Why don't you send me an email on that and I'll help you pull some parts together, or I can help connect you with somebody who can better help you with that. Because there's like how many cameras you're going to run, what kind of workloads it's going to carry and that sort of thing.
Right, what software are you using?
Yeah, what software you're going to use. You're going to use, vMix or Streamlabs or OBS. Just send me an email and I'll help you walk through that.
Yeah.
But just out of the gate, if you're going to PC, I would be looking for a beast of a gaming machine personally.
Nice.
But that might not be the best way. Depends on what you want to do with it. Actually, if Cutting the Caboose is still in here, she's still in here?
I'm not sure. Danielle, paging Danielle.
Paging
if you
Danielle.
are, if you're still in here, if you're listening to this while you're editing, paging Danielle. We need some computer assistance here in the chat. Paging Danielle in aisle 4.
Yeah, Roger. What you can do is you can just send me an email and let me know, what are you planning? How many cameras are you thinking of? Are they actual real cameras like DSLRs, or are they webcams? What software are you thinking about to run everything through? Just give me as much detail as you can to give me an idea of what kind of setup you're looking to do.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy to help you out.
Mm-hmm. Word. All right, next question.
Nope, she's gone.
Okay, she's gone?
Yeah.
Okay, Creative and Unhappy says, what are the benefits of doing live stream besides getting in touch with the audience more? So one is getting in touch with the audience more.
You know what? Go ahead.
Two,
go.
Yeah. One is getting in touch with the audience more. Two is, for us anyway, and I hope it's okay for me to
you don't
speak for you, D.
You don't speak for me.
Is that it's just fun, we have so much fun doing this. It's just a good time. So there's that. There's the getting in touch with your audience. There is the depending on if you have a good stream and you can turn it into something that people are going to want to come to on a regular basis, you can get sponsorships and things like that, which is cool. But really, we just enjoy the stream. For us, this is as much of an event for us as it is for the people that watch the stream.
Yeah, I base my week around this.
Likewise.
I can't wait. I mean, you shouldn't want to wait till the weekend.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited.
It's funny. Most people are like, yeah, I want to wait until the weekend so I don't have to work. And we're like, oh, I can't wait till the weekend so that we can live
do
stream.
a 6-hour stream.
Right. So we can put in a full day. like live streaming. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Like,
we love it.
Travis, MCP in the house.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you, brother.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love having this real-time connection to people, just talking with everybody. And then what makes it even better is you have this and you go to an event and you get to hang out face-to-face. Yeah. Man, that just makes it all worth it.
Yes.
All worth it.
Absolutely.
And watch time.
Yeah.
And you get watch time from it.
Okay, so self-publishing with Dale is saying Twitch update. 36 followers right now, 14 to go. Follow Nick at twitch.tv/Nick Nimmin. Okay, so what we're trying to do is
you just ran him in there tonight.
Yeah, so I just found out that that like it's best to get like a certain number of people over there so that they can like open up more features or something like that. I still don't know anything about Twitch, but there's a link that Dale just put in here for Twitch. So head over there if you're somebody that uses Twitch. Head over there and make sure that you follow me over on Twitch so that when we start doing more regular stuff over there, we're at least going to do behind-the-scenes stuff here. And, like, right now, like, I'm broadcasting right now on Twitch as well. I just don't have a mic plugged into it. But definitely head over there and follow over there.
Drop mine in there, too, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I was going to do one at a time. I was going to do one on this one and then the next one when you're streaming over there.
Well, we're just going to confuse everybody.
But I'll drop it in here also. And then there's D's. To where you can also, hey, no problem. If you don't have Twitch, don't even worry about it.
Right.
But it's just so if you are on Twitch, so that you can get that as well. Because what we're like our long-term plan, just to like be transparent here. Our long-term plan is basically like we want to do Nimmin Live here. We're also going to do some like behind-the-scenes stuff over there. We're considering doing like an entire show over there on Twitch. Also, we're considering doing some IRL stuff on Twitch also. So
that means in real life.
In real life. So so it depends on how everything comes together. But in terms of like what we might use Twitch for, it might end up being pretty fun over there. So if you are on Twitch, make sure that you head over there and that you follow us over there.
Travis meant to put a question in with his super chat. Travis, it says, how did the Premiere experiment go? We have data all over the place. Interested in what you found.
Yeah, so for me personally, I didn't use it properly. So both times that I did it, I just did it for the sake of like doing it. I didn't like say, okay, well, I'm going to like plan this out. I'm going to like market this thing and all that stuff. So because of that, I didn't use it properly. I was just wanting to see like the interaction that I would get and things like that if I just went like off of the cuff with it. Or I mean, not off the cuff, but just like with hardly any lead in time at all. Now I know that like Paul Peck, he was in here earlier. He might still be to where he actually like marketed his for like a couple of days and he got like a great response on it. It ended up being like his highest performing video and all that stuff. Right out of the gate, I'm like a little bit weird about it, to be honest with you, for mine. But one of the things that I think, we were talking about this earlier, is that using it in every video might not be the best way to go. I
don't think it is.
But it might not be the best way to go.
Straight up, if you're hitting me with premieres in every video, I'm going to stop watching. I'm leaving your channel.
Interesting.
Just straight up.
Okay.
Because I just, you know what I mean? Like it's not an event, man. It's just put up your video.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't mind a couple here and there.
Yeah.
But if you're hitting me with premieres on every single video, I'm just not interested in that.
Sure,
at all.
sure.
I'm not talking to you directly, Travis.
I think
got
for some people,
I'm on your channel for life, brother.
I think for some people, I think it's also going to be dependent on your audience because, for some people, like that's going to end up being like a thing to where like if you have a channel, just kind of like the live streams here, to where like if you have a channel to where it's like, you upload it like clockwork on these particular days and people know that, hey, they're putting out this premiere so I can go and I can be a part of that chat before this thing goes live, then that might end up being an event for every single video. So
how
long term, I can definitely see that happening.
You know how
so
like Shane Dawson did the thing with Jake Paul?
Mm-hmm.
Like that would have been a premiere worthy thing.
Sure.
Like the very first thing, you build it up for like a week.
Sure.
And then boom, premiere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on board with that. That's a hero video, right?
Yeah.
Or it's a major video.
Yeah. Yeah. But I agree on leveraging it for the most part for the hero stuff, but also, like Beanie here, he's saying he's also saying like, doing it to where you're answering like questions and giving tips in chat and stuff like that also, to where maybe you have a video that you put out, maybe it's like technical in nature or something like that, to where people can actually ask you in real time, or maybe your content is technical in nature, so it gives you a chance to answer some of that stuff in real time or clarify things or something like that. So like I can see advantages
the uses
with
for some niches.
Yeah, so I can see the advantages of it. I think it's just going to come down to each individual audience. So like for example, like if you have like in the tech like in the tech space like you're in, if you have Like, let's say that you just got your hands on like a new device, right? And you're like, hey, I got this new device.
Early, you're dropping it early.
I'm dropping it early, and I'm
Right.
putting this out. Then your premiere will probably get flooded, and that'll
Right.
probably become like a big deal. So for something like that, then it would be like, hey, I'm going to use this for that, so I can get people in there. I can get all that engagement going on my channel before the actual video drops, and people are just going to be glued to it. They're going to be interacting, giving their opinions. Oh, this phone sucks. This phone's great. Oh my God, I can't believe they have the notch in it. You know, all this stuff, to where they'll be giving all that feedback right there on, you know, in chat while it's all going down. So on that side of things, I definitely see the advantage. But if it's just like, hey, you know, we're looking at the same stuff we always look at, in that case, I don't see as much power in it outside of the channels that have people, like, let's say that you're a vlogger and you have just a hyper engaged audience, or you're a creator that has a hyper engaged audience, to where they're just like, you know, like, oh, I got to get in here and talk to this person. Then in that case, I can see the advantage there too, because that gives them that opportunity. You know, that's what generates the whole first thing.
Yeah.
Right. As people come in first because they want, you know, hey, I'm in here.
Second.
That notification comes out, and I want to be in here so I can get a comment or a heart from the person that's putting this video out.
I'm wondering if those are even real people.
Yeah, maybe not.
I
I'm
think
not
there's
sure.
like first bots that run around.
Maybe there might be. Yeah.
You know,
maybe.
I just want to say, like, my opinion aside, like, that's just what I feel. I don't want to
Sure.
get bombarded
And
with
right
premieres
now,
all
I'm
the
not
time.
saying one is right or one is wrong. I'm just saying that for the different audiences, I think that it's important for everybody to be experimenting right now.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say experiment, because it
Yeah.
might work for your channel. Like, you know, like Beanie, you know, you're an artist. Like, they might want to talk to you and
Yeah.
hang out with you.
Mhm.
Or Iron Gordon, yeah, they might want to hang out with you.
Andrew
first.
Can in the house. What is up, Andrew? Nice to see you in
What's
here,
up,
man.
Andrew?
If Andrew can, so can you.
So can you. Like, you know, it might work
You
for
can
you.
too.
I just personally don't want to see it. Like, okay, so here's the thing, right? Like, if you hit me with a premiere all the time, I'm going to get desensitized to it.
Unless you're into the creator.
Unless, okay.
Okay, so let's say, for example, like, because you're really into
Peter McKinnon. Let's use Peter McKinnon.
Okay, so Peter McKinnon. Peter McKinnon drops a video. You get a premiere an hour before Peter McKinnon's going to drop a video.
Okay.
You're just hanging out at home. You get a premiere notification. It's like, oh, Peter's going to be on an hour. This
Right.
is great. I get to go in here and just like chat, ask him about something. I just get to go in and say, hey, you're killing it, dude. Well done. And maybe he's going to, like, you know, reply. Would you go into the chat and participate in that premiere if he did it every video he did? If you just happen to be around, you got those notifications where it's like, oh, this is great.
Here's the thing. Probably not. Like, I
Okay.
would probably
Okay.
go into some of them.
Okay.
But if it's all the time, then I'm going to know that he's always going to be there, so it would make it less important,
Oh, interesting.
right? Like, if I know, oh, every time Peter releases a video, not like that's like a weak thing, like, awesome, go Peter. But
Yeah.
like, every time you release a video, if I know that he's going to be there, you know, it's like taking your significant other for granted. You know, it's like, you know, they're there, so maybe you're not like you don't take care of them as much,
Interesting.
right?
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, because I know, oh, but he's going to be, I'll get him next time.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes it not as special.
It makes it not as special.
Interesting.
But
Yeah.
if you don't use premieres a lot and then you put one on there, I'm going to be like, oh, this must be special.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to watch that one more.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because I know it's limited,
Yeah.
right? It's a limited edition if you
Yeah.
just do it like sporadically.
Yeah, I like that.
Or just,
Yeah.
yeah. But that's me.
Yeah.
That, you know, do whatever's going to work
Yeah.
for you.
Now, I think if you also have a like, let's say that you have.
Yeah, Andrew says exactly. He says if every video is a premiere, then no videos are premiered.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
That's,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I think that also, like, again, depending on the audience, like for example, like
Ooh, this is good. Ready?
like if you're targeting like a younger audience,
I'm
that's
going to
like
lose
just,
it.
Okay,
I'm going to lose
go,
it.
Go.
The guard says they should limit the number of premieres to a number each month. So you can only do a certain number of premieres.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. That's good, Vigard.
That's really good.
Yeah. Like
So then the creator's forced to
Yes.
say this is the most important video.
Yes, I love
These
that.
are the most important videos.
That's what YouTube's. If you're watching this,
Yeah, that's
you
good.
limit. You give them like 4 premieres a month.
Yeah.
And then the creator decides which videos are the most important for
Yeah.
the month.
Yeah.
That will get people's attention.
That's good.
I can't believe nobody at Google thought of that.
Yeah, Vigard, high five. We didn't think about it either until Vigard just said it. That's good, Vigard.
Right. Well, I don't
Yeah.
work for Google.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
That's true.
Vigard, boom, nailed that one.
Yeah. That's really good.
Yeah, or 1 per week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 4. Midnight Madness.
Yeah. Yeah. It's right. We're not good at math either. And it's funny because he's 4 by 4.
Right.
Yeah.
That would
four
be
times
4 per month. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Really good.
Yeah,
Like that a
I
lot.
love that. That's a winner, man.
Yeah, so I think also that if you have a like a younger audience, that you know, like with a younger crowd, they're also like a lot more like hyped up on the whole like YouTube thing, right?
Kay says you turbs better listen to D.
Love it.
Oh, thank you, Kay.
Yeah, but to answer Jen's question here, because she said to finish the thought on the younger audience. Yeah, but I think like with the younger audience, because they are more engaged in the whole like YouTube thing.
Oh, Neil
like
just dropped one.
For the sake of like a YouTube, like they're like the younger crowd looks at YouTubers like us older folks look at like movie stars, for example.
Yeah, that's
so
weird.
For them,
that's really weird.
So for them though, like that premiere thing might be a totally different experience to where it's like, oh, you know, now I'm in here, and especially being like a part of the community also, to where it's like, hey, you know, I'm in here and I'm engaging in this chat with all these other people that are also fans of this. I know even in my premieres, like the chat kept going like for a while after mine also. Like you know, people were like really in there. It was kind of like a mini version of this, which was really cool.
Right.
But it was just kind of like, I don't know. It just the whole thing felt a little bit weird. I don't know if it's because it's new or just because, you know, whatever. But I think that what Vigard mentioned as far as like the limited versions,
man, that's great.
That's good. I'll do that.
Cap them.
So I'll do that as well. I won't use them all the time either. I think right now that's a great way to move forward for me anyway.
Yeah.
Is to just make only you know, like a few videos per month premieres. That's so good. Yeah.
It's got to be worthy. That's the thing. That's the idea of a premiere. I like what Andrew said too. If they're all premieres, then none of them's a premiere.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that makes total sense.
Andrew said he was weirdly nervous in his first premiere.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what did Neil say?
Neil says you get one a month, and if you want more, you get to buy them.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good too.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, really good stuff.
Yeah, you guys, you need to be sending this stuff over to YouTube.
Yeah. Hop on the Creator Insiders channel. They listen to feedback over there.
Right.
All right, next question. That was good. That was really good.
Are your videos premiere worthy? There's a video right here. Somebody make that video.
Yeah. Maybe I should make that video.
You should make that video like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Zach Talks Tech. You're finally
Boom.
on. What's up, guys? I missed your faces. Thanks for making Saturday morning fun and giving back to the community. Cheers.
Thank you, Zach. We appreciate it, my man.
Thank you, Zach, man. Much appreciated. Miss your face too, brother.
Mm-hmm. Hope you're doing well.
And he's got his new community now, the Zach Pack.
Nice.
Hashtag Zach Pack, man. I love that.
Nice. Here, I'm gonna.
That sounds fun.
I'm gonna send myself a email here. You know, actually, I'm just gonna log into Monday, and I'm just gonna add this right now. Vigard can watch this happen in real time. I'm gonna add this to my.
That's right. Hashtag Zach Pack. Show Zach some support.
Here.
Zach Pack. You got it. You do it. How you doing, man? Nice to see you in here.
What was the name of that?
Zach's?
No. Should every video be a premiere?
Oh, if every video is a premiere. Oh.
What was the name?
Is your video premiere worthy?
That's good.
Thank you, Doug. That was a Doug Hewson. Yeah.
That's
is
good,
your
man.
video premiere worthy? That is a Doug Hewson original right there.
Yep.
About to get Nimmin.
Yep, that's good. So we're gonna drop this on a needs recorded.
Look at that love for Zach. Look at that. Look at it. I love it. I love it. Keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Pack.
Yeah, it's good. Love it.
Love it, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna move this up.
I love how supportive everyone is.
Yeah, I
just
do too.
love it. Just love it, man.
Okay, so we'll do Streamlabs and then do the
Tony
premiere
Jacobson,
video.
how you doing, brother?
Okay,
How
good.
you doing, brother?
How you doing?
And Doug says he'll allow that. Mighty kind of. By the way, Doug just hit 800 subscribers.
Nice going, Doug. High five and fist bump, man. Cruising right along.
Yes.
Yeah, it was 300 like not too long ago.
Yes.
Yeah, cruising right along.
Thank you, Miriam.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so they're saying that my bit rate, I don't think I can change it right now. You know what? I won't do it now. So my bit rate, I went in and actually manually changed it instead of running with defaults.
Right.
So I'm getting some feedback over there on Twitch. Okay, so Crunk Gaming says, what tip would you give new streams and starting a community on and off the channel, and where's a good place to start? Okay, so the very first thing is that, what is this?
They just ask, what book is this?
Yeah, so this book is YouTube Secrets. This is the one that Sean Cannell and Benji Travis just put out.
It's out of focus here. Apologies for that.
Yeah, I have a link to this down in the description below, but it's another one that teaches you, like, you know, all of the foundational stuff of growing a YouTube channel. And let me tell you something, like, these guys are just crushing it on their YouTube channels and like everything it is that they're doing. So like they know what it is that they're talking about. So like you should, without question, you should watch that, or you should pick up this book. I know that they are also going to be releasing an audio version soon.
Dude, those guys are on fire.
They are. So
Benji and Sean are on fire.
They're just killing it. I love watching what they're doing. So so either get this book, or you can wait. I know the audio version is going to be coming out really soon if you don't like to read. But if you're a reader, then definitely pick this book up, because it's some really good stuff in there.
If you like books and stuff,
if you like to read good.
If you like to read good and like books and stuff, get yourself a book.
So, Crunk Gaming says, what tips do you give new streams and starting community on and off? Okay, so the very first thing would be to lock in a date and time, and that is your thing.
Consistency.
So consistency. Like, okay, every whatever, I'm going to be streaming at this time, no matter what. Start there. From there, market it out on like Facebook. Let people know. Join Facebook groups about what it is that you're streaming about. You're doing gaming stuff, so you might have a little bit of a harder road ahead of you, so to speak. But I would basically find all of those communities, and I would find people that are into that game, in Facebook groups, on Reddit and things like that, and try to integrate with them. And here's the thing. You can do it one person at a time if you have to. So you can do it to where it's like, hey, I am, we're having this stream, so let's do it, or come hang out in the stream or whatever. Okay, so like here I'm looking at your videos right now, and you have like "Why You Mad" as your title. Like, first off, one of the ways that you're going to get discovered, or one of the ways that you're going to need to start optimizing your stuff, is you need to optimize your stuff to where when somebody sees it from the outside, they're going to know what your video is about. Because like "Why Are You Mad," for example, is definitely not something, oh, okay, you did that 3 years ago. Scratch that. You've probably learned a lot since you're watching this channel. So just scratch everything I just said. So basically, the very first place I would start is just consistency. Consistency, market, and if you can actually give something instead of people just sitting there watching you play your game, which is value. I mean, the whole esports thing, people are like digging this stuff like crazy, just watching people play stuff. But like, if you can try to find something that you can add to the people, even if it's like off the charts entertainment value, or insightful thoughts on the game or something like that, I would definitely try to find some way to carve yourself out, because the competition is just insane. Facebook, I'm getting ads for Facebook gaming now. Are you getting those yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah, so Facebook gaming, they're basically having a gaming part on Facebook. Apparently, they've had it for a while. I didn't know about it, but they had a thing on Facebook where you can, if you're a gamer, you can plug into that, and you can start, playing your games there, and then people can join you as well on your Facebook page and all that good stuff. So yeah, craziness. But yeah, the gamers definitely get some good stuff going on, but you got to really work on standing out, because if not,
it's a fierce market.
It is very fierce. Okay.
See you, Andrew. Thanks for stopping by.
See you, Andrew. Have a wonderful day. What's up, Eve Calm's Kitchen? Nice to see you in here. Hybrid Steel saying that he's starting to stream to Facebook as of tonight. Fantastic. Let's see here. Flaming James. It's just a little thing that you click. Depending on the country that you're in, you might not even see them. It's just the bottom left next to the smiley face. There's a little icon down there you can click. Yeah, Andrew, it was awesome hanging out with you at Vid Summit as well. I'm glad that you are enjoying the content.
So a little funny story. So Andrew has a video, a great little video on his channel about regret. And I helped him film part of that. And we had the funniest moment. So it was like, I don't know, 1 a.m. in the lobby of the hotel, right, in the elevator area. And there was like nobody there. Nobody's going to the elevator until we needed to like shoot at the elevators. Yeah. And people just kept coming. Like every time we get ready to shoot, here comes people on the elevator. Every single time. And then we'd press the elevators, right? Yeah. Because they had like, 8 elevators down there, and like always the wrong doors were opening, so we couldn't film it.
That's funny.
It was funny, yeah. It was a good time. Memories made.
Memories made. Yeah. Always Think Positive says, I just hit 4,000 hours, but only 300 subscribers, working to grow with all your great tips. Thanks. Most of my hours are on copyright videos. Will these count towards monetization? Yes, because they're counting the watch time on those videos. So yes, those videos probably won't get monetized. And if they are on videos, actually if they're copyright videos to where they're actually like flagging them, then I don't know if those are going to count or not. That's a really specific question, and I'm not 100% sure. Because like if you had the watch time on those and that video was taken offline, in terms of it being like removed from the channel or privated, then you would lose them. But since it's not the case, I'm not 100% sure if you actually keep the watch time on those videos or not. If you look at your channel's total watch time, and when you got those strikes, if you don't see drops there, then it should still count towards your monetization. But keep in mind, having those copyright videos might actually affect you getting monetized or not, because basically they're going to go and they're going to review your channel. They're going to see what content you have, what content you've grown your channel off of, and the content that you're still putting out. And if it's on copyright protected stuff, then there's a really good chance that you're not going to get monetized anyway when it comes time for the approval. So make sure that you're getting some original content in there if you want to solidify your chances of getting your channel monetized.
Thank you, Dave. Go make those knives.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jins. Yeah, Andrew said we shot about 46 minutes or 45 minutes for a 1 minute clip.
That's funny. Hey, it's what it takes, though.
Yeah,
right?
Got it done, though, man. Got it done.
Okay, so Andrew Can says, for copyright claim videos, you keep the watch time. Strikes, you do not. Okay. Yeah, there we go. There's the answer. Boom. Let's see here. So where do you go to see your channel's total watch time? As soon as you log into your analytics dashboard on a computer, then you will see it there. When you click on the overview, you'll see it right up there in the top left. You'll see the watch time of your that you're getting on your channel. For the total, then what you'll do is you'll just sort, because you have the little drop down up there to where you can give your date range. You can go by lifetime for total, or you can go for the last year, since that's what the requirements are in. Let's see here. I would disagree. Says, okay, oh, this looks like it good. Let's see here. Ask Question says, I've heard a rumor that YouTube is going to exclude live streams from counting towards YouTube partner program watch time. And then Andrew says that try it. Considering YouTube Creator Academy, they recommend streaming to help with that. I would disagree. Okay, I was trying to figure out what that was for. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Urban
said,
Lifestyle, thanks. You are awesome, too.
You never know.
Never know.
Just when people start, get everybody live streaming, counting on that watch time, then YouTube says,
nope.
Nope.
Yep. Nope. Guess what? Yeah, right. As of today.
Nope.
Yeah.
But here's another new feature that nobody's interested in. Enjoy it.
Amy Mood says, hey, Nick, I got 1,500 views on a video which was posted 4 months ago. How do I get that much views again? What you want to do is you want to say, okay, why is it that people came in and watched this video? Did I have a really good click-through rate on my thumbnail? Was the title good? Was the topic hot at the time? Was it a trending video? And try to figure out why people came in and watched that video. Look at your audience retention report, see if they watched it for a while, and that's why you got YouTube, promoting that video for you. But basically, you need to look at that video and see what you did there and try to replicate it.
Nick and
but ultimately keep going, because you'll figure that out ultimately.
Andrew says, Nick and D, why haven't you accepted my YouTube friend request? Speaking of features no one cares about on YouTube.
That's funny.
I haven't accepted anybody. I haven't even clicked, tapped on that to go into. I'm just not interested.
Yeah,
I'm not interested in talking to you, but I mean just that feature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, on that here, I'm actually going to go into it right now. I'm going to look and see what I've got going on in there. Let's see here.
Yeah, that was just a really bad feature.
Yeah. Yeah, very bad.
The Freedom Hustler says there's a YouTube friend request, right?
Yeah, so so you have friend requests, you have your notifications, you have groups where you can group people together and all that stuff. Like here I see Mazil G sent me a friend request. Faraz Ahmad sent a friend request. A bunch of good stuff in here.
That's how you get your shout-outs right there, people.
Yeah, right there. You just missed it. Michael Asadianya. Oh, a pending chat with that one. Life with Miko Vlogs. Very cool. FR Captions. Yeah, Mind Scene TV. Yeah, a lot of these in here. Yeah, I guess I should probably... Whoa, I almost accidentally went live on my phone. That's funny. Okay. So now I'll get back to your questions instead of being distracted by my phone here. So easy. I'm like that rude guy at the table that just picks up his phone and starts talking during a live stream.
Right.
Okay, Namikaze says, I don't have content ideas, nor do I have motivation right now. Should I change my niche? I don't know. It depends. Do you not have content ideas because you're not being creative enough to come out with the ideas? Are you not having content ideas because you don't know how to search for content ideas, which is no problem at all. That's not, you're not doing anything wrong there. For your motivation, if you would be more motivated doing another type of content, yeah, you should probably change your niche if it's something that you think you could do long term. Because with YouTube, it's a sustainability game as much as it is a learning game and a learning process. It's definitely something that if you just don't want to make the content, then there's something going on there to where you're not making the content that you really enjoy making. You're just probably putting up the content because you think you should put up the content because you want to do YouTube, instead of saying, what type of content do I really want to make? What's the stuff that I would really like? If my job was to do this and I would wake up every day and I could put out content, what would that content be? If you can find that, then that'll help you be motivated to make that content. But in terms of ideas, I've got I think 3 or 4 different videos on how to come up with the video ideas. I've got a playlist of them, so definitely go to my playlist page and check out those videos.
Yeah, one thing that it was about how to get. The question was how to stay motivated to get ideas. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I just need to take a break.
Yeah.
Just clear your head.
That's the thing too. Yeah.
Do something else.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just go onto YouTube into the search bar, and I'll just start typing. Start typing stuff and watching the drop down suggestions on there.
Yeah. And
just looking for something that kind of oh yeah, I can do something like that.
Yeah.
I can do something. Oh yeah, that'd be an interesting video.
Yeah.
Then I might click on that, and then I might get suggested something else, and I'll just start following that path, and before you know it, you're like, boom, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Paint and Sound says, back from coffee break. Welcome back from your coffee break.
Yeah, welcome back. I hope it was good.
Yeah.
Question. I could really use coffee right now.
I could too, actually. Yeah, I think just all the tech waiting. Because I was looking at the stream time and I was like, really? It's only been that long? Which never happens. And then I was like, oh, okay, that's right. We did an hour and a half of just not streaming at all.
Dude, pause.
So we just got
Metal for Breakfast is in the house.
What's up, Metal for Breakfast? Nice to see you, man.
Nick and D, sup, dudes? I was wondering if you guys take song requests. If so, can you sing a brief segment of "In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins?
I've got a feeling he's going to use this somewhere, so let's do our best. We can't do too much because we'd be doing a cover, so I should technically actually look for this really quick on YouTube. Give me 1 second here.
Yeah, we might do that.
So I can give me just a second here. Let me research and make sure that it would be clear to where they would actually claim me instead of. Let's see.
Dude, listen, if you guys are not subscribed to Metal for Breakfast, go subscribe to this dude's channel. He is an awesome comedy vlogger, really quirky sense of humor.
Creative.
Super creative, and one of the most awesome dudes out there. And this dude's channel is going to blow up, mark my words, and you want to get in on this early.
Trust in on it.
You want to get in on this dude early, and he eats metal for breakfast. So
he does.
Yeah,
I mean, that's saying something just by itself.
He has no teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he eats metal for breakfast. What do you expect?
Nuts and bolts,
Yes.
In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins.
I think we might be good. Give me just a second here. I'm double checking to make sure that this would be a claim and not a strike. Just in the weird event, because it's YouTube.
Yeah, yes. Double check there.
Okay, we have In the Air Tonight. Wow, there's a bunch of these. Okay, so Phil Collins. Let's see here. If you use this song, playback, viewable worldwide. Okay, win. Monetization. You can't monetize your video. If you perform a cover, viewable worldwide and eligible for revenue sharing. All right, so that's a win. Okay, so that is not strike worthy. That's good. Change the policies, take action. Your video differs from what's described here. Okay. Okay, ready? Let's do it.
Which part are we going to do?
Which part do you want to do?
Well, if you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. You see?
This is great. Right here, only on Them and Live, folks.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
What do we got?
I've seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I was there and I saw what you did. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. So you can wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies. I can feel it
coming in the air. That was my part. I was gonna come in with you.
Yep, that's as good as it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, only for you, Metal. Will I stoop and just humiliate myself?
You stopped right on my part that I was coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with the drums. The drums part, I think, was the best part right there. I can feel it.
Yeah.
Coming
That's right.
in the air. Yeah, it's good.
That's right. That's as good as it's going to get.
Yep, good stuff right there. Yep, you heard it here.
Yep. Man, that was funny.
That was really good stuff. Epic drum solo.
Yep.
Yep. Rock on. Yep.
Seriously, that drum thing.
Wait until you hear the birthday song. Yeah. U-turbs. Yeah.
U-turbs, yeah. Thank you, Metal for Breakfast.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep, I'm here every Saturday. If you want to humiliate me anytime,
Yeah, 9 a.m.
here.
Eastern. Yeah, open for 9 a.m. Eastern. Open for humiliation.
Yep.
Yep. That's when the door opens.
I will.
Right?
I will just
door opens.
humiliate
the clock
myself.
starts.
$5. I'm on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's good. Revelator Alf says, do you think individually sharing your videos across social media platforms is best, or use a scheduling app like Hootsuite or an auto trigger like If This Then That or Zapier, which is the one I use? Cheers. I think the answer to that question is yes. So, okay, if you have a video that you're putting out and you're like, hey, I really need to make sure that I'm putting this one out there a lot, then in that case, just when you're doing your stuff, putting it out there individually, yes. But adding that stuff to like Hootsuite or to Buffer or to having the triggers like an If This Then That, I think that without question, all of those are good things to do. The idea and the way to look at it is it's not that. Just do it a little bit lower, and then I'll try to pace what I'm saying with that. Okay, ready?
Ready? Go.
Okay. So I think that when you are doing that, I think that all of those is great. You just have to think about making sure that you get your content in front of people. So if you're using Hootsuite or Buffer or something to constantly put that stuff out in a rotation, hey, I'm going to put out all of my videos over a series of time or whatever, then I think that's a smart thing to do. And then if you have videos to where you're like, hey, I need to make sure that I'm sharing this particular one like once it goes out or whatever, and then you do it that way to where you can actually write a different description for Twitter and then a different description for Facebook, maybe to see which one gets people into your video better or something like that, to where it's like, this time I'm going to put a link to the video and I'm going to say, like in my case, I would say, in this video I'm going to teach you how to grow your YouTube channel. Make sure you check out the video here. And then in the next one, I would do it individually as well and say, okay, well, this time when I do it, I'm going to say, in this video, I share 5 tips on how you can grow your YouTube channel to see if people respond to that one better. So because of that, you can, of course, you can build all that stuff into like the Hootsuite, for example, as well. But doing that manually to see which one would convert higher for you, might also be a good way to do it. Personally, I don't do that as efficiently as I should myself, but I definitely should do that. I don't track as much social media stuff as I should currently because I just focus everything on YouTube, which is a mistake. But I should definitely also be tracking that as well and doing a similar thing. But I've worked with people that do that, clients that have done that, and doing it that way has definitely been effective for them. Yeah, it was good. Midnight Madness 4x4 says I'm going to start wearing steel-toed shoes so I can kick you. Yeah. This is great. Okay. So welcome to Nimmin Radio, where we have D. Nimmin today
I remember
singing the best of Phil Collins' greatest hits right here on Nimmin Live. All right.
It's the first time.
Nathan Lewis saying, how do I get good video ideas? So, Nathan, you get good video ideas by, 1, polling your community, asking your community what it is that they want because they're your audience. 2, you get good video ideas by going up to the Google search bar and saying, hey, what are people looking for? And how can I make a video based on the things that people are actually looking for? So, yes, you can use that to try to rank your videos in search, but you can also use that just for the sake of interest. These are the things that people are looking for. So, even if you're doing entertainment videos, you can still build the topic of the entertainment videos, comedy sketches or vlogs or whatever. You can still build those around the base of, these are the things that people are looking for. So keep that in mind when it comes to good video ideas. Now, of course, ultimately, if you want to be like super creative, then coming out with stuff that is unique to you, to where you're like, hey, we're going to make this video. Nobody's ever made this video before, and we're going to make this particular video. I actually had a conversation with a friend of mine last night. We were sending messages back and forth. And we were talking about, he noticed that, and he's in the travel space, and he was saying that a lot of people in the travel space, when they go on this particular tour, they make like the same exact videos because other content creators have made this series of videos and they've done well. So they go and they make those same exact videos. And he was just talking about what a crime that is, because instead of people going to these like exotic locations and making videos that showcase the specific location from their point of view, they're just riding off of stuff that's worked for other people. So, ultimately, coming up with your own stuff is definitely a win.
Richie Dalton finally passed 200 subs. Congratulations!
Congratulations, Richie Dalton. Love hearing that. Love hearing any progress from anyone. That is always fantastic to know people are getting it. Getting it.
WKRP and Niminati.
That's right.
That's good. Yeah. That was a great show.
You know what? I don't even remember that show.
Really?
I know what it is.
You were like 5 years old, I think.
Yeah, it's probably why. Yeah. WKRP. Yeah.
Cincinnati, yeah.
Yeah, I know what it is. I just don't remember it. Okay, Starry Spotlight with Chief Avalon. Chief Avalon Esports and Gaming says, I have a gaming channel, 18,000 subscribers, but wanted to change to vlogging and a lot of other stuff I'm interested in. Therefore, I restarted with a new channel, now 250 subs. Was that a good idea to restart? Absolutely, yes. I always second guess if that was smart or if I should have built on the audience I already had. So here's what you want to do. You want to use the channel that you currently have as a filter for the audience that you have, or for the people. Okay, if you're doing vlogs, there's a certain type of person that watches vlog content, and that certain type of person will watch not necessarily all vlog content, but they'll watch the vlog content of the content creators that they respond to or that they resonate with. Okay, so what you can do is you can use your current channel of 18,000 subscribers as a filter to say, okay, I'm going to let these people know that I also have this vlog channel, so that the people that are interested in not just the game or not just the esports stuff, but they're actually interested in how I communicate that esports stuff, and they're interested in like what's going on with me and all of that, then you use it as a filter to separate those people and take those people into your vlog. Now keep in mind, if you don't have a lot of people transfer over, it's not a huge deal. That just means that, they like the mix, right? That they don't want to watch vlogs. Maybe they don't watch vlogs. Maybe they're focused on watching gaming stuff and esports, right? So don't take it as like a personal hit if a lot of people don't come over. Just look at it as, okay, well, as many people as I can get from my current channel, that I can let them know that I have this vlog channel. I'm just going to use that as a filter to get those people over that are going to be more interested in any vlog type content as well. So I would, without question, 1, add your vlog channel to your channel links on the side of your channel page. 2, add your vlog channel to every video description that you have moving forward. You don't have to go back and do it to, you don't have to go back and do the new ones, or I mean the old ones, because you don't want to mess up any search rankings. But any videos that you make from today forward, make sure that you add a link to your vlog channel in your description there, and make a video on your gaming channel, or mention it in all of your videos and say, hey, just a heads up, I wanted to let you know that I also have a vlog now. So if you're interested in that, I put a link to it down in the description below if you want to go check that out. And then that way you're just constantly letting people know that you have that vlog channel as well. And then you'll start filtering the people that are into the gaming stuff, but also into your vlog channel as well. Coffee and a blunt. What's the spill? What is up? Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Like the channel name there. It's a interesting combination for sure. That makes for a crazy day.
Smoking a pancake.
Yep. Hey, what's up, Dr. Sten? Nice to see you, man. Nice to meet you at Vid Summit as well. Always nice seeing people from that you've actually met face to face. We were actually talking about that earlier today, just talking about how awesome that was.
Dr. Sten is going to be wearing one of 3 shirts. The I'm Not Nick Nimmin shirt?
Yes.
I've got one, Dale's got one, and Dr. Sten is going to get one.
Getting passed out slowly.
Slowly, that's right.
Yeah. Hey, Ashwin HD, nice to see you in here, man. Auto Repair Tips, hey. Did Auto Repair Tips leave and then come back? Because he just came in and said hello. Maybe he's saying hello to somebody else.
Maybe.
Okay, CGC Games. What milestone did you know that you could leave your day job to only do YouTube videos? So, for me personally, basically it was a transition that took place. So it wasn't like a hey, I'm leaving on this day, because I was self-employed at that time also. It was more of a I'm doing this less and doing this more as I transitioned through it. So it wasn't like I wake up one day and I was doing this, and then I wake up the next day and I'm doing this. It was actually a transition that happened from one into the other. So that's what it was in my personal experience.
They were asking what milestone.
Yeah, they said, let's see here. I'll give you the specific question. They said, yeah, what milestone did you know that you could leave your day job to only do YouTube videos? Yeah, for other people,
I mean,
that would end up, but that's a financial decision.
Yeah.
So that comes down to, at what point and at what consistency are you making money so that you can say, okay, now, the income that is coming from all the different things that I'm doing around my YouTube channel.
How have you built your business around your YouTube channel?
Right. That's where saying, all of that adds up to X amount, and I'm hitting that X amount or more every single month. That's when you can start, making calls like that. But you have to see all of that ahead of time so that you can build everything that you need or create everything that you need, or just get into place the relationships and all that stuff that you're going to need in order to sustain all of that.
But if you're just relying on ads, yeah, it's going to be a while.
Yeah, it's going to be a while unless you're just killing it.
Yeah,
unless you're just killing
unless
it.
you got a lot of views. Yeah.
So Jack Fortnite says, my friend subbed up to 1,000 subscribers. Now he's making vlogs with a decent amount of views. Do you recommend this? Love you, Nick. No, I do not recommend doing sub for sub because most of the people that are in there, they're not really going to care about what it is that you're doing. So they might be getting a decent amount of views, but I guarantee you that's not from the sub for sub crowd.
I mean, just logically, when you think about what's going on there, it's just not like a smart thing to do.
Right. Yeah. I think I think that's what it is. It's just not thinking it through.
It's not. Yeah. Think it through.
It's not thinking it through, and it's thinking like, hey, this is. I think it's not thinking it through, and I also think that it's also misinformation.
Hey, Christopher, legions of weirdos. What is going on?
Hey, what is up, man? Nice to see you in here.
The man with the eyes.
Yep, the man with the eyes.
Travels with the eyes.
Yeah, love his Instagram.
Yeah,
loves Instagram. So yeah, with the what was I saying? Oh yeah, the sub for sub stuff. So totally lost my train of thought with that.
You're just talking about
what have you done, Christopher? You came in and derailed me.
Christopher comes in, derails the entire. You know what? We're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a great night.
Yeah, blame it on Christopher.
Blame this one on Chris.
No, I'm just kidding.
Blame this one on Christopher. Yeah, no.
But yeah, with the sub for sub thing. But basically, like the bad part with that is that, in terms of the logic. So that's what we were talking about. Okay, the logic behind that. So some of it is yes.
Have a good one, Tony.
Some of it is yes, people are, they're doing that because they're not thinking it through. Another side of it is that they're getting misled because there are people that are out there saying like, hey, you should go do this,
right?
And then that will give you like a foundation to build from it. Like they're preaching doing that instead of saying, hey, you need to do this a more effective way,
right?
But that can also, just as a heads up to you, that can also, let me get your channel name again here.
That can backfire massively.
Jack Fortnite, yeah, Jack Fortnite. Just as a heads up too, the sub for sub thing, that is also like against the YouTube terms of service. And if you're like in people's comments trying to get sub for sub and all that stuff, you can actually lose your channel because of it too, because you're leaving repetitive, unwanted comments, which equals spam, and you can lose your channel because of it.
Every sub for sub request. Okay, first of all, in my comment filters, and you should probably do this too.
Yeah.
In my comment filters, I have every variation of sub for sub that I can think of, and anytime somebody sneaks through with something new, I add that one as well. I want any sub for sub request to go straight to spam, and then I just delete it out.
Yeah.
I don't want that stuff in my comments.
Same.
Yeah, and I report them. I'm that guy.
Let's see here. Story Spotlight with Chief Avalon says, how important is regular daytime really? I myself am not consuming YouTube with fixed schedule except for live streams. The fact that you said except for live streams speaks volumes about that. Because if you are...
Say that again?
If you are consuming... he says that how important is regular day/time really? He said that himself, he's not consuming YouTube with fixed schedules except for live streams. So the way that you use YouTube, you're doing it for live streams, but the way a lot of people use YouTube is, yes, they do it for live streams as well, but a lot of people also do that same exact thing for video content. Because of that, day and time becomes a lot more important. Now, me, I'm pretty religious to the day, but I'm not religious to the time. So for me, like I'll release them at different times. Sometimes it'll be, like 8 o'clock local times. Other times it'll be 1 o'clock local time, 1 o'clock a.m. Local time. So I'll mess with the time, but my days, I'm like rock solid consistent on my days.
That's right, Kay.
Mostly.
I'm that guy.
You are that guy.
I am that guy.
Whatever fill in the blank. Yeah, you are that guy. I don't even know what your conversation is, but I can co-sign.
She said, I'm that guy. I'm the guy. I'm the guy. I'm that guy.
He's the guy.
I'm the guy.
He's the guy.
That guy.
All right, so Story Spotlight says, my biggest concern is audience retention. That's a great concern. A lot of people click my videos but leave within the first few seconds, even though my thumb and titles are not clickbait at all and match the content. I feel like I tried everything. #desperate. Okay, so if your audience retention is bad, then that means that the expectation or the viewer intent is not matching up with what they're experiencing when they actually land on your video. Now, I'm not saying that you are doing clickbait in any way, but if you are, hold on, let me.
What was her channel name?
So, like, for example, if you are, let's see here.
What's her channel name?
Story Spotlight.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Story Greenlight.
Oh, no. So if you, like in this case, right, like I just came to your channel and your title is Conor McGregor's Aftermath of UFC 229 fight versus Khabib. I'm not into the UFC, so I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But, like, the intent might have been, by looking at your thumbnail, the intent might have been, hey, I'm going to click on this, and when I click on this, I'm going to see something about the fight. I'm going to see, kind of what happened in the fight. And I'm not saying that this is 100% the thing, but I'm just saying, like, where the disconnect could be happening is they click on this, and it's like, okay, this is what I'm expecting because the two prominent things in the thumbnail are the people fighting, and then when they land here, they see you sitting there instead, right? So that by itself could be the disconnect. Now, with that said, when you are putting out content and you're like in a niche, which I don't think you're strictly covering the fighting stuff, are you? Hold on. Okay, no, you're not. So like one thing that I actually recommend to people is like if you have like a basketball channel, for example, and even if you're sitting in your office but you are talking about basketball, I still think you should use basketball related imagery in your thumbnails so that your target audience can identify that that's, hey, this video is about that. They might be talking about it or whatever. But in your case, one thing that I would think about is I would say, okay, if the intent isn't matching up, then maybe what I should try to do is I need to try to think of what I can do in my video in those first few seconds that might grab their attention a little bit more. Maybe you repeat what it is that's in the title. Maybe you say, hey, I'm going to tell you, or hey, let's talk about the aftermath of this. I'm not sure what it is that you're saying in the video, but hey, we're going to talk about this, that, and the other thing so that as soon as they click on it, they know, hey, this is what I'm here for, right? So I would start with that. I'd have to watch your content to like really dig into that, but I would start with that and try to say, okay, the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make them comfortable and let them know that they clicked on the right thing. So even though that they might not see exactly what it is that they're expecting right now, they know that I'm going to be talking about it. They know that it's going to be coming, so that you can kind of prep them for that. So that would be the very first thing that I would start with if you're not doing that already. iMuffin737 says, what's a good upload stream schedule to start out with if you have 5 school days a week? When you can. Like, school is the most important, of course. So outside of that, I would just try to stream like on a weekend, when you have time. Just stream when it best fits into your schedule. Just look at your schedule and say, hey, this is the time every single week that I don't seem to be doing a lot. So I'm just going to drop my stream right in during that time. All right. So I'm going to hop in the chat here real quick, see what's going on here in the chat, and then I'll go back into answering some questions. How to hook viewers to watch your video. Same thing like I just mentioned. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name there, but the same thing that I just mentioned in terms of, when somebody clicks on your thumbnail and they come in, it's important to let them know that they made the right decision or that what it is that they clicked on matches up with what it is that's going to be happening in the video. Let's see here. Toting Game says, hey, Nick, you're now touching untouched territory. Good job. Not sure what you mean with that one. I think maybe you're talking about just talking about the different stuff instead of just the normal view things. That's good. Always like to give new info. Let's see here. Dice, have you read the comment guidelines? Okay, good. Paint and sound. Coffee and a Blunt with the Spill, our pleasure. Glad that you're finding value in the content. Thank you for that, by the way. Okay, so now going to another question here. And we've got Josephine D. Smet saying, do you know a video editor where you can have a grid of 4 videos easily, like some cover artists do, to show separate instruments playing the song? I think Filmora does that. I think. But technically, you can do that just by scaling down. Like, you can go into...
Like picture in a picture in a picture type of thing.
Yeah, you can do it that way. You can also go into, Premiere or Vegas, depending on what it is that you're using, and you can actually just scale down the size of the video and just put it in a position there, scale it down, put it in position there.
Basically, each video is on its own layer.
Yeah, each video is on its own layer or its own track, and then you would basically just crop that video down to fit in the right size. So a way to line that up right would be to make like a graphic. That would just be a line here.
Whoa, hey.
That would be a...
Hey, watch it. Watch it with that microphone.
That would be a line, going down the middle, and then
a
line going down the middle. There we go. And then a line going across, the whole thing this way, so that you can, size everything properly that way.
Jazzy Puppet says, yes, you can do that in Filmora. I'm guessing they make Filmora because they said Gilmore. It has templates for it. So Filmora.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They have a template for that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Real Estate Whisperer says, just because Dee's singing is amazing.
Yeah. Let's do it.
$5. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Put that towards singing lessons.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Singing lessons? You don't need singing lessons. You kidding me? That was beautiful.
Oh, that was horrible.
Yeah, so that'll probably be memed also.
Yeah, I hope not.
Yeah, if you can meme that and then morph it into YouTubes.
That's my YouTube. That's our song.
Yeah, the YouTube official song is in the air tonight by Phil Collins. Yeah.
Yeah, Metal for Records. If you're still in here.
Yeah, he is. He just posted just now.
Did he?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said he says I think you know what direction to take the channel now.
That's right.
Yep. You nailed it.
That's right. Yeah. I've been questioning what should I do with my channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phil Collins covers.
Phil Collins covers.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's great.
Yeah. Kind of like not really like loud.
Master Your Collins is going to be the new tagline.
Yeah, Master Your Collins.
Yeah.
Celine
Dion.
Here we go.
Love it. Absolutely
Here
love
we
it.
Go.
Yeah, I got some more memes coming, I'm sure.
That song is actually
Christopher, you got me in Tube Ritual. That's for sure.
Yeah, that song, I've got it in my iPod. I think it's even on this phone. Like I love that song. In the Air Tonight.
Yeah,
it's such a great song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm going with my channel.
Yeah.
Phil
Collins covers.
Forget this mobile stuff.
Master Your Collins.
Master Your Collins.
It's great.
It's time to pivot.
Love it. It is. It is. The mobile thing was great. But there's the mobile.
There's time to what?
There's hey, I'm making this for them, and then there's hey, I'm making this for me.
That's right.
And that's where that pivot happens, and it's I'm going all Collins.
I'm going all in.
Yeah.
Right, all in, all Collins. Yeah. All Collins all day. 5 you know what? Daily Collins.
Oh, that's good.
Daily, yeah.
It's good. Daily Collins.
Yep.
It's good. Digging it. See what you've done? See what you've done?
Metal for breakfast just changed the trajectory of my life.
Josephine D. Smet says, how can we promote our channel separate from ranking? Like real promotion that doesn't come across as spamming and actually motivates people to watch a stream video or premiere. Okay, so what you want to do, Josephine, is, and I say this all the time, you want to embed yourself into communities that are based around the type of stuff that you're making. So, I would find every Facebook group ever, every YouTube subreddit that is about songwriting, that is about covers, and I would be as active as you possibly can. Be realistic, but be as active as you possibly can in those communities, so that
Midnight Madness.
you can start interacting with them, and you can start if there's not any communities about singing and songwriting, which I'm sure there are in covers, make your own. And start letting people know that you have that, and start, trying to drive people to that on Facebook. But basically, integrating yourself into those communities can be one of the most powerful things that you can do in terms of, having people come in and get into what it is that you're doing. Because a lot of times there's just that defense that we all have. You see a video somewhere, it's oh, this person's just trying to get views, and then you don't even click on it. But when people are hey, this person's always in the community. I wonder what it is that they do. Let me go look at their stuff, and then they click on it and they're like, wow, they're really good at this, or wow, that's a great cover. I'm going to subscribe, and I'm going to come back and watch some of these videos. Another thing you can do is you can also, in your specific case, it wouldn't have to do with ranking per se, but it would still be using YouTube to get the views, is because you're doing covers, hopping on trends for the songs that you're making, like movie soundtrack stuff. Of course, go into the music policy section inside of YouTube, youtube.com/music_policies, and search for the songs like I just did with the Phil Collins song, just to make sure that we'd be clear on that one. Go into the songs there and say, okay, this new movie just came out. They have this song. People are looking around for this song. And there's like a lot of hype around this movie. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sing things. Most of the videos I'm going to be putting out are going to be based on things that are trending, topics that are trending, movies that are trending, that have soundtracks. Maybe like as an example, and I'm not saying to do this one because I haven't looked in the policies to make sure that it would be safe to do, but you can look. But like, for example, how Eminem just had the Venom song, right? He just had the Venom song. They did it on Jimmy Kimmel. People were like, looking all over the place for that thing. So something like that, to where it's like, okay, Eminem just did this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like my own cover. I'm not rapping it, but I'm going to actually like sing the same thing, right? To just make it kind of like a singing version, like your interpretation of that song, as an example of that. And then just kind of try to ride those types of trends so that you can use those to let people know about your channel, because they're looking for that stuff. And then you can use that to actually help you get discovered as well.
Metal said that was the best money he ever spent.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you would have spent $10?
That's hilarious.
Just imagine.
Oh, somebody just spent $10.
Lost opportunity.
Eve Kalma's Kitchen
right
just dropped $10. There it is.
For what?
I don't know.
No,
Go ahead and sing.
No, that was for Metal had his opportunity.
Yeah, Metal, that was it.
Oh,
thank you for that, by the way.
Thank you, Eve.
Yeah, thank you, Eve.
By the way, if you have a question, go ahead and drop that question in there. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm only doing that for Metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only he
Metal specific.
Only he can pull the inner Collins out of me.
Yeah. Hey, thanks. Dale is over on Twitch. He's saying, I don't know how long again he sent this. He said, great stream, guys. I can't wait to see more on this channel. I see more about sharing this channel out. Thank you, Dale. We appreciate it, man. Thank you for that. Okay, so let's see here.
Simply Beth says, yes, save your voice, D. That's right. Saving the voice.
Okay, this one's for you, D. Cosmic W says, do you have any suggestions on any mics for Galaxy phones that is nice but on the cheaper side because we broke? Also, love both you and D. Thank you. I'd say the Rode Video Mic Me.
Well, yeah, I don't
Android?
know. I don't know what you're recording, but yeah, you could use the Rode Video Mic Me.
The Rode Video Micro.
The Rode Video Micro, which there's one actually right up here. But if you're just recording yourself, you could do the Boya BY M1 lavalier microphone. Yeah, we've got both of those, don't we? Yeah, let me see that.
Here's it over here.
Yeah. It's going to be a little bit out of focus here, but yeah. Yeah, they got those little do jobs, those little doohickeys.
Okay, that's the Rode Video Micro. And this one.
Boy, I wish I could focus that in. Yeah.
This is the Rode Video Mic Me.
Yeah, Rode makes good products. So does Boya. Yeah, Boya, Boya. Boya makes good microphones. But yeah, if it's just you talking, I would try the Boya. It's the BY-M1. Boya also makes a dual lavalier. I'm not sure the model number. It's something like the LM400, I think. It's basically two lavaliers that go into one jack that will plug into your phone. I've got a video review coming on that in the future. Near future.
Coffee and Blunt says, I got 5 on it.
I got 5
How to add Skype to my channel. So what you want to do if you're talking about live streaming, I don't know if that's what you mean, but if you're talking about live streaming, then you can use Streamlabs OBS. They have an NDI plugin built into Streamlabs OBS, and with that, you can go to Skype. Let's see here.
I just realized we need a camera in here for stuff like that.
For showing stuff, I agree.
Like
I was thinking that too. Like this webcam right here would be great.
Yeah. So yeah, you know what? We're gonna rig something so for stuff like that,
we can just pull it out of the side, pull it up,
or that thing that's I'm putting together over there, something to where it's just like you can put stuff on top of it. Like, hey, look at this mic, and it's like downshot, like the mic, right?
So, so for getting Skype into your streams, if that's what you're talking about, you want to go to skype.com/en/insider/ and that will get you basically on the insider stuff for Skype, like new releases and things like that. But currently, I think they might have released it. But if they didn't release it, then you can get the Skype with the NDI version built into it to where you can actually use that in conjunction with Streamlabs OBS so that you can just pull people in directly in there. Super easy. Makes it really, really easy. Car Galaxy Studio say, has D finished the Niman wall of art yet? No, he's still building that entire studio over there, actually. We were showing it earlier on Twitch. If you go over to Twitch right now, actually, if I see you pop up over there, I will I'll show you the area. But it I said it's too dark. Okay, yeah, scratch that. So so I won't then in that case. But yeah, like the he's still putting that whole area together, so not yet. Crypto Cruising says some money for singing lessons to help towards the medication for D. All right. Thank you for that, Neil. We appreciate it. Let's see here. Okay, next question in the queue. I'm not sure how to say this name. It's like A Kappa E Sempra Minha. I'm uploading videos just for the sake of uploading them in my one and only channel. I'm expecting an upgrade in a month and want to bring some gaming with live streaming and also vlogs and daily stuff. Do you recommend that I create another channel for the vlogs? I do. Yes, I do. Rokit88 says, as a gaming creator, how can I effectively use the YouTube SEO to get traffic to my channel? As a gaming creator, then basically the same exact thing that any other creator would use to get traffic to their videos is you would go for multiple word keyword phrases. You would also say, okay, for this particular game that I'm playing, these are the problems that people are trying to solve, okay? You would think of it in terms of different types of content. This is where content strategy comes in, okay? So you have, in your particular case, it's like, hey, I'm going to do games, and I don't know what you're doing on your channel, but I'm just saying, you know, like if you're doing different types of stuff. So if you're doing Let's Plays, for example, yes, you can do Let's Plays all the time and hope that people come in and they watch your videos. Or you can do Let's Plays as part of what you do. You can also do gaming content that is based on solving problems so that you can use those to rank in search. So you can go into the autocomplete and say, hey, these are the things that people are trying to figure out about the particular game that I'm playing. So I'm going to make videos that are going to help them solve these problems. And then you're going to have some of those videos. Let's say that you upload 3 times a week. You're going to do 2 doorway videos, which is basically the ones that you can rank, and then you're going to have one that's a Let's Play. Or let's say you're doing 4 a week, you would do 2 and 2. Or if you're doing 2 a week, then you would just do 1 and 1. So with that, then you would say, okay, every single week I'm putting out something that's going to help drive people to my channel, and then I'm going to put out something that is just me like having a good time and playing the game. But I'm going to use this one here so that I can have something that's going to bring people in. This one here so that once the people are here, that they can, you know, enjoy this thing with me. So so that's how you would use that to get traffic to your channel. All right. Nab Guide says, hey, it's me again. Nice to see you again. I sent you an email. Would appreciate it if you would look into it. I've seen your videos in the past few months because of it. I'm getting 10 plus subs every day and still growing. I post daily, getting around 800 views with 1,600 subs when I started using your tips. Would appreciate it if you look into my channel for some specific feedback and how to accelerate the growth further. So just a heads up, like an email for like a channel review or something like that, like those I don't do. Like it just depends on the email, like what somebody is looking for. Like just like a, hey, you know, check out my channel and give me tips type of thing. Like that, I used to do that as a service, but I don't anymore. But that's just something that, you know, because like I get those requests, like literally tons of them in my email every single day. So just you know, look at my channel and give me, you know, tips on how I can grow. I mean, I'll see your email. I'll see how it's all framed and all that stuff because you might be one of the ones that I'm like, okay, yeah, this makes sense. I'll go and check it out. But like that's like I get a lot of those. So standing out in that request is a pretty difficult thing. But when I see it, like I said, in some cases, I'll look at the channel and I'll do it anyway. Will y'all release a swimsuit calendar? I think it would help the podcast grow for sure. Possibly. Yeah, we're thinking about it. Creative and happy, sorry. Is it best to go back to older videos and change tags and thumbnails and stuff when I know better? When I now know better, does it affect my channel and videos in a good way, or does it even throw me back? So if you are making videos and people are responding to those videos in terms of the audience retention that you're getting on them, then in that case, then going back and updating your metadata can make a difference. But when you're doing that, don't just update your metadata. Also, look at your thumbnail. What's the click-through rate on my thumbnail? How much watch time per impression am I getting on my thumbnail? Use the TubeBuddy A/B testing feature to figure that out, and use all of that data together to make the decision on what you should change and if you should change that video. But only do it on videos that are performing in terms of watch time. But keep in mind also, like, the intent. So, like, if you change your thumbnail and you change your metadata, that can also change the expectation that somebody would have when they're clicking in and they're coming to watch your video. So even when you are doing that, like, even if your video isn't performing the best, but it's like kind of okay, then you can say, okay, well, if I do change all this stuff, how can I make it just a little bit more clear and a little bit more relevant? So if somebody's looking at my thumbnail or they're looking at my title and they say, hey, I want to watch this video, and they click on it, then how can you better match the intention of the person that's actually clicking on that video so that you can increase your chances of them watching more of the video because it's more in line with what it is that they would be expecting when they're clicking on the video.
Okay, so I've got something weird.
Okay, let's hear it.
So
I love that. He just walks in the room and says, hey, I got something weird.
No. Okay. So what were we talking about? What microphones were we talking about?
Oh, did this just come up already? That happened so fast.
YouTube just started serving me videos for Rode microphones. Right?
That's great.
No, it gets better. Ready for this?
Yeah.
YouTube starts serving me videos for, drumroll please, there's some other ones in here, but I'm going to get to the really good one. Hold on.
That cliffhanger, I just like fell off the cliff. Like
No.
that weight right there.
No. They started giving me music stuff, but one of them specifically about auto-tuning and singers.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's really funny,
Right
actually.
there. About singers, right? Singers cheating.
YouTube heard you, and they're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. They're serving me videos on how to auto-tune your voice for singing.
I'm going to look at mine and see if they've done anything.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you think your phones are not listening to you, yeah, we talked about two things, singing and then Rode microphones, and then I don't follow these people, and now I'm just getting these videos being subscribed to me.
Let's see here. So
served to me.
So I'm opening mine up. I get a Huawei ad.
Right, Huawei.
Huawei, sorry. I get a Geeks Life video.
Yeah, as you should.
As I should. I got one from Tom Nash in here. I've got live from the Jack Daniels World Barbecue Champion from Cosmos Q. Nice. Streamed 8 minutes ago. He just finished that. I got somebody that I've never seen before saying goodbye to YouTube. Let's see here. Oh, nice. I see that Daryl Eves is adding a pineapple.
Yeah, I saw that.
Ha! Nice. So anybody that was part of the Vid Summit live stream, Daryl Eves is adding a pineapple to his icon to use in the live streams. That's awesome. Absolutely love it. That's great.
Yeah, I'm getting like lots of music.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not
Weird.
getting anything like that. Got another Geeks Life. You can tell I've been watching them a lot. Let's see here.
Hey, look, Metal for Breakfast.
Boom.
Look at that. Again, it's a musical one. So I've already watched this.
Yeah.
The Casey Neistat musical behind the scenes.
Nice.
And it just gave it to me again. Just sending me music stuff.
That's
How
funny.
weird is that?
That is.
Come on now.
Come on. Get it together now.
Yep.
Get it together.
Recording an entire song with only an iPhone.
Nice.
It's just sending me up all this music stuff. It's just so weird.
It's funny.
It's not funny. It's creepy.
It is creepy.
Makes me want to keep my phone out of the bedroom.
Yeah. Okay, so
why is it serving me up donkeys?
So
That's
Damian
weird.
Neubauer says that thank you for the previous answer. How can I make my thumbnails better compared to my current ones? So to make your thumbnails better compared to your current ones, the only answer that I can give you for that is to test your thumbnails. Because here's the thing. Like, if you are... Like, I can tell you all day long, do this to your thumbnails, do this to your thumbnails, do this to your thumbnails. And outside of making it easy to understand, like outside of giving you tips that will make it easier to understand what your video is about, the only thing that is going to tell you specifically this is what's going to do better for the audience that I'm reaching is for you to actually test your thumbnails. And inside of TubeBuddy, they actually have an option to where it's in their Legend account to where you can actually do A/B tests, to where you can test the thumbnail that you have versus any variation that you put against it, which is basically going to tell you this thumbnail is going to perform better or the original is going to perform better. So it's going to give you that information to let you make those decisions on which thumbnail is best instead of guessing and saying, hey, this is one that will do better. You can say this one has data to support it that says this one's going to do better. So you can download TubeBuddy at tubebuddy.com/Nimin. They're actually sponsoring this live stream, which is awesome. Thank you, TubeBuddy. But
thank you, TubeBuddy.
But they but it's an awesome tool. I use it all the time. Dee uses it. Everybody that I know that's doing well on YouTube uses it. It's something that is that will give you the actual data behind it instead of just taking a guess and saying, well, I hope this one does better.
Half blind gamer, I do not see that. No.
Now, a couple of things that right out of the gate will help you do better is like if you're using like fancy fonts, for example, basically fancy letters in your thumbnails.
Fancy pants fonts?
Yeah, then if you're using like fancy fonts, you're using like a lot of words in your thumbnails, simplifying what's happening in your thumbnails, like all of the words, if you can condense those down to just a few, that by itself is going to help your video do better. If you have fancy words to where they're a little bit difficult to read, especially on a mobile device, and then if you can take those and say, hey, I'm going to use words that are a font that's easier to read, then that will help your thumbnail do better. If you have, like, let's say you're making food videos, for example, if you have food and it's like scaled way back and you can hardly tell what's going on because you're trying to show the whole kitchen and then the plate and then the hamburger as an example, then most likely that thumbnail, I would test this, but I would most likely guess that thumbnail is not going to perform as well as if you zoom that in and you focus everything in on the hamburger, because if that's what you're talking about. So just little things like that have shown to perform better. But again, it all comes down to how the people that you're reaching are responding to what it is that you are doing.
You know what I didn't get?
But those are proven things.
I didn't get any Phil Collins suggestions.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Wait until tomorrow. It's coming.
Phil Collins.
Yeah.
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins coming in the air tonight.
Listen to me.
Something in the air tonight, yeah. D, free editing software and recording program for gaming.
Free editing software?
Yep.
KineMaster.
Boom.
It has a watermark, but I have a video and I show you how to remove the watermark.
Boom.
So, yeah, free.
Boom. Your Real Estate Whisperer says I used to be fancy
recorder?
with my font. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Game recorder, DU recorder, or Mobizen, or or even Streamlabs. Streamlabs, you can record Streamlabs games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, DU recorder, Mobizen, or Streamlabs.
Boom.
Go.
Boom.
Hit film, no watermark.
Real Estate Whisperer saying I used to use fancy fonts, but not so much because of your advice. Awesome to hear that you've made that switch.
I love a good font,
Yeah,
but the reality of it is when you're trying to get someone's attention, it needs to be bold and easy to read.
Yeah.
Especially for people who are looking at it on their phone.
Yes. All right, let's see here.
But I do love a good font.
I was thinking about making another channel only for PS4 gaming because my channel now has mobile gaming, but I'm not sure if it's a good idea, or do I try to make the PS4 videos on the same channel? Also, where do I go to compare and test thumbnails? So to compare and test thumbnails, just go to tubebuddy.com/Nimin, and you want to get the Legend package. Now, keep in mind it's going to cost you because they're like that it's software, so it's not like they have a free trial, but that free trial doesn't give you access to that software side of TubeBuddy where you can test your thumbnails, because they have to pay for API access into YouTube once they hit certain limits and all that stuff. So because of that, those extra features cost money, but that will help you. That'll help you do that. And for the PS4 gaming, for the PS4 gaming and your mobile gaming, if you're making similar types of games, you might be able to mix those. I would experiment and see how your audience deals with that. However, you're probably going to want to do a separate channel, but I would experiment. I'd put them on your channel and see how your people respond to it. Go ahead, Dave. Sorry.
Reagan V Film says you can use fancy fonts in wedding films, right? You can use fancy fonts wherever you want. We are talking specifically
on getting higher conversions on your thumbnails.
Yes. We're talking about thumbnails specifically, and let's say you're putting your wedding videos up on YouTube, for example, or you're doing something like that. If you want to put text on there, that's fine. But what I suggest you do is put it on there, test it, and look at it on your phone. Like look at the smallest thumbnail that your phone will actually show you. Give it to a friend and say, what does that say?
Yeah.
Give it to somebody who's like 60 years old and say, what does that say?
Yeah, and see how long it takes them to respond.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they could look at it and go, yeah, it looks like it says this. You want them to go, oh, it says this.
Right.
Right? Like if there's a delay,
right,
then you lost.
Exactly. You want it to be instant. You want people to know exactly what your thumbnail says. If there's text on it, you don't have to put text on it.
Yeah, you don't have to use text.
But if you do use text, you want to make sure that it's very easy to read on your thumbnail. On the film itself, do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. What you want.
What you want. RCM says, what app should I use for making a YouTube logo on iOS? I would use PixArt. PICSART. PixArt.
PixArt.
You have to go to. You can also use Canva if you want to use templates.
You know what? I think that I've had our stream audio going through Twitch this entire time. That's funny.
How?
Because it was coming through the desktop. I just looked in here and I saw that it was going through.
So it was like delayed, maybe?
Yeah, like it was going through. Yeah, going through into Twitch also.
Delayed.
You know what? Maybe I should actually turn this one off.
That's hilarious.
I'm actually going to turn off the mic and turn that audio on because it's probably better. Actually.
Maybe. It's going to be delayed there.
Yeah,
right?
so if you happen to be on Twitch, even though it's going to be delayed, I'm just curious to know how that sounds, actually.
Here we go. Travis is about to go live.
Uh-oh.
It's almost becoming a thing.
I know, right?
Right? You know what? I'm going to let you, we'll pull you up.
Pull what?
I'm trying to think how we can put Travis's streak, because we're going to raid Travis. Well, yeah, we'll pull it from your laptop when we do that.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I'm not going to, let's not pull up my screen.
Okay.
Yeah, we can just drop him in the chat.
Well, let me see what we can do here. Hold on. Give me a second. I might be able to pull it up on my end. Just you keep doing your thing over there.
Let's see here.
Heather, stand down, Heather. Oh yeah, he's live now. All right, let me see what I can do here. Hold on. All right, yeah, you want to...
Okay, so Jen Adventures TV says, how can I tell if I've gotten the Teespring carousel on my channel? Will YouTube notify me? Yes.
I just
you'll
got
see.
that.
Yeah, D just got it. You'll see like a blue banner. Like when you log in on a computer, you'll see like a blue banner at the top letting you know that you got it.
Leathersmith reviews. No, I did not see that.
What is it?
Did you see my leather subscriber pillow that he finally finished? No, that's really cool. I want to see that. Send me an email or send me a tweet or something. I want to see that.
Nice. That's funny. Beanie says we need a stand-down shirt. Yeah. Jay Littman, what's up, man? Nice to see you in here.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I think it's time. So Travis is live right now.
Do you want to drop the link in the chat?
You're gonna have to copy and paste it because I.
Do you have his?
Yeah, hold on here.
Do you have it up there? Yep. If you're in an app, then you can just go up in the top right-hand corner on the channel or in the thing.
This thing is super wonky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not on his channel.
Yeah, give me a second. You carry on. You carry this show, and I'll find links.
Here, let me find him on here. So here, talk for a second.
Oh,
and then
apparently he's not there yet.
Travis MC.
Oh no, he's there. He's there. I see him. He's on there right now. Give it just a second, guys, and we're gonna. Oh, okay. There. Okay, so Doug is dropping his link right now. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I just got it too.
Crypto Cruising, drop it. Yeah, drop those.
Because I had to have it anyway in order to raid it. Yeah, somebody's already in there.
Right, we're gonna raid Travis. Go in and drop hashtag
Go, it's
Niminati.
already in there. Yeah, it's already happening.
Hashtag Niminati.
Yeah, it's already happening.
Raided.
Oh, love it.
Hashtag Niminati.
Yeah, we got a Niminati raid.
Here we go. Let him have it. Hashtag Niminati. Drop his link again, Doug.
Yeah, I'll drop it in here too.
Here he goes.
Go get him.
Go get him. Here they go.
Boom. Oh, now he's gonna stream. He's planned this. Now he's coming in and bombing us.
What? Inception.
This is great.
He just said it's an Inception.
Yeah. It's not nice. Whoa. Nice.
Well played, Travis.
Yeah, well played, man.
Hashtag Niminati.
Well
Hashtag
played.
Niminati.
Well
Hashtag
played.
Niminati.
Yeah, that was
Hashtag
good.
Niminati.
That was good.
Woo.
Yeah, he had this planned. Yeah, man, that was good.
That was a good one.
Good. Very good. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, got us.
Good one, man.
Got us. Yeah, very good. Ooh. Nice.
All right. Love it. Love it. Love
that was
it.
good, man.
Well played, Travis. Well played.
That was good. That was so well done. Oh, man.
Raid counterattack.
Yeah.
There you
that
go.
was great, man. Yeah. That was awesome. Now, here, hold on. Pull that up again.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm putting this on Twitch.
Hold on. So yeah.
Yeah. Now you're up on Twitch also.
Yeah. So now we're putting you on Twitch.
Yeah. Now you're also streaming onto Twitch. So we're doing like an extra Inception raid.
We're like 3 layers of dreams deep. Or raids.
Right.
3 layers of raids deep.
Oh. Good.
Super
Good stuff.
Inception.
Yeah, that's what it is right here.
Yeah, you're on Twitch too.
All right, this is getting out of control.
We got you
All right,
on
we
Twitch.
got to reel this back in, guys.
Yeah, that's a.
That was good, man.
Yep.
That was well.
That's
done.
what we call a Niminati 3-way.
Yeah.
Well done.
That was it. Well done. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was good.
Well done, guys.
Really good.
Yeah. Yeah, he was ready for that.
Yeah, he was. He's like, "Oh, you think you're raiding me?
Right.
Guess what?
Yeah, he was waiting for us.
Reaper Guy 67. What's up, dude?
See, now we know
that
that
was good. Yeah. Now we're gonna. Yeah. We're coming. We're coming for you, Travis.
Yeah.
We are coming for you,
Now,
Travis.
Now we know.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
Now we know.
Yeah, that took our stream and really
Did we lose
got
everybody?
some meta.
Oh,
No, I'm just saying that was
totally
like
lost.
yeah, that was like so deep that it was just
Right.
kind of like
So see, we rated him. He put us on our screen. We also put him on the Twitch.
yeah,
So that was like a weird. That was a thing.
yeah,
A wormhole. That was fun.
yeah.
Travis got us.
All
All right. What else is going on?
Ooh. All right. So let's see here.
Back
Next
to the
question up
questions.
here is how do you balance life and YouTube? I'm writing a book, work a full-time job, and do crafts as a side gig. I'm having a hard time balancing. Here's the thing, man. That struggle is real. It absolutely is real, and probably most of the people in the chat can also relate to that struggle in terms of balancing it out. Just like with anything, it is finding the things that are a priority in your life and focusing on those because, you know, like we all want to do like everything, right? Because there's just so much stuff to do as humans, right?
Right.
So, so you just have to find like what are the things that are the most important and focus the most time on those. Like that YouTube might be in that list and it might not. So like if you're like, hey, I want to do YouTube and that is something that's important, then maybe there is some tiny areas that you can say, okay, well, instead of watching this show, I'm going to spend that time working on YouTube, or instead of doing this particular thing, I'm going to spend time working on YouTube. But with everything, like you're doing the things that are already the most important to you. So it's just finding the space, so to speak, to work in YouTube if you're wanting to do YouTube, because you're already doing the things that are important, or the things that you are required to do. You know, like for example, I mean, you got to work, right? So you can't just not go to work so that you can do YouTube videos, because that's not going to work out for more than a couple days. So so you have the things that you're required to do, and then the things that are priorities outside of work. So so with that, I mean, you're already kind of doing those things, but I would just look for little pockets to where you can do to where you can make videos or work on videos when you're not doing the other stuff. Great question, though.
Yeah, really good.
And be careful too, because burnout's a real thing also. So be careful, like overdoing it, because like it can really, like get to you in terms of like, like you're all of a sudden you're like doing so much to where it's like nothing, like you're not enjoying anything just because you're doing so much. So definitely make sure to give yourself a little bit of space also. Peaches in the Flock says, second silly question. No question is silly. I know you've touched on this in the past, but wanted to ask anyway. We are currently at 288 subscribers. We've been Peaches in the Flock from the beginning, but our website is parrottown.com, and I'm wondering if I should rename our channel to Parrot Town since it has the word parrot in it and matches our blog. Any thoughts on this? Thanks again, guys. Love your help and immense patience with these humdrum questions. You're fine. I love these questions. So, in my opinion, if you're making your channel for the sake of driving traffic to Parrot Town, which I love that name, by the way. Won't you take me to Parrot Town? Yeah. But if you are making videos for the sake of driving traffic to Parrot Town so that you can have people there, then in that case, then I would definitely change it to Parrot Town. If you're trying to grow Parrot Town as a brand, where you're always like you have like a store there, and you have like your YouTube videos there, and you have like your everything else there, and you're trying to grow Parrot Town TV as a brand, then absolutely I would change your name to Parrot Town, so that you can make that part of your official brand, and you can start building everything around that. So if that is your goal, then yes, I would definitely change it to Parrot Town. Personally, that's ultimately your call to make, but personally, I would do it because I would be focused on, okay, I have this website, it's Parrot Town. I have this YouTube channel. Both of these are assets that I'm going to try to use to, get in front of the parrot, community, parrot lovers or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on building a brand. I'm going to get all the social media outlets that I can that are available. You've got the website already, got the YouTube channel. I'm going to start focusing everything around building the Parrot Town brand instead of having different assets with different names on them. And in terms of like SEO, because like parrot is in the name, really that's I mean, technically that would matter, if your channel ends up popping up there, but I would do it personally more so for like brand recognition, so that people are like looking for you, that they always find you. So like, for example, if somebody wants to find you, then if they know about your YouTube channel, they're looking for Peaches in the Flock. If they know about your website, they're looking for your website. If they know about your Twitter, I'm not sure what your Twitter handle is, but like if you can wrap all of that stuff up into one thing, to where it's like everything that you're doing becomes connected to this overall name, Parrot Town, or whatever it is that you choose, then in that case, you're actually starting your steps in terms of actually building a brand around that name and turning that name itself into a brand. So me personally, that's what I would do from the business side of things, so that I could turn Parrot Town into a brand, and then start working on, okay, here's my website. What can I do to actually monetize this website? What can I do with my YouTube channel to where I can send more traffic to my website and get ad money and anything that I'm doing affiliate wise off my website and that kind of stuff. So that's how I would approach it. But again, ultimately your call to make. But in terms of SEO, technically, if your channel got big, then in that case, if you are if somebody's searching for parrot, you might come up and search somewhere based off of that, but it's more likely that you're going to come up there based on videos that you put out, not necessarily your channel name, unless your channel gets to be like a really, really big channel. Then you can nail those spots. I love Parrot Town.
Parrot Town's awesome.
Yeah, Parrot Town's an awesome name.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, love that name.
That just sounds fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, Parrot Town, that's a great one, super easy to remember.
Right.
Parrot Town is like you can accidentally remember Parrot Town.
And we're going to Parrot Town.
Yeah, we're going to Parrot Town.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, love that name. Absolutely love that name.
And if you can get your parrot to say Parrot Town,
yeah,
that'd be even better.
Yeah, and Weird Heather, she just made a statement here too. She said that it's easier to type. Also, Peaches in the Flock, a lot longer. Parrot Town, boom, done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's saying right here. She's like, oh yeah, changing it, done.
Yes.
All right, yeah, okay. Parrot Town it is.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Yeah, the community has decided.
Yeah.
No, they've held the decision for sure. So yeah, again, ultimately, just think of what it is that you're trying to do long term, and think of like what you can turn it into. But I think that definitely focusing on a name like that is definitely a win.
Like I'm looking at her name right now, right? Peaches in the Flock. Cool name.
Yeah, it's cool.
But like Parrot Town.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, like Peaches in the Flock. I'm not even sure what that is.
Yeah. Right? Peaches in the Flock doesn't describe that it's like parrot videos.
Right.
Yeah, flock
Parrot Town,
flock birds, Parrot Town. There's no question what's going on there. There's something. If I'm into parrots, there's something going on here. Parrot Town that I want to be involved in.
You're either into Paris or you're into Jimmy Buffett.
Right.
One or the other.
Right.
You got a 50-50 chance on that
Right.
one.
Right.
Both are wins.
Yeah.
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 Parrot
good stuff.
Town. Yeah. Bring it on down to Parrot Town.
That's
right. Yeah, you can have so much fun with that. Yeah.
All right. That was a great question. That's fun.
Yeah.
Toting Games. What I need to do when I don't get views or subs been making videos for 3 years. Very first thing is I would evaluate what it is that you are doing.
They said no subs for 3 years?
Yeah, here, hold on. I'm looking at the channel. Like if you are, let's see here, because 3 years doesn't mean that they're uploading on a regular basis or anything.
Right.
They might be. I don't know. 1 month, 2 months. Okay, so like a lot of the videos are just kind of like just kind of like walking around talking to the camera. It looks like, yeah. So like your thumbnails definitely need work. I'm not sure what your audience retention looks like, but your thumbnails without question need work. I would start there. I would start with your thumbnails. I would start with titling your videos. I would look at your audience retention reports, just as at your channel as a whole in terms of like a first impression. Like I can't even clearly see like what's going on with your channel. Like you just put like a big picture in there, but it's not even like the art isn't optimized for YouTube or anything. So there's a handful of things that you need to work on. But the very first thing that I would do is I would start with your thumbnails and how you're titling your videos.
Reagan V, yeah, I think your name is fine.
Parrot Town. That's a great name.
Parrot Town is a fantastic
good.
name.
Yeah.
Right? Like every now and then
the only thing, just splitting hairs.
All right, let's split them.
Yeah, because we're all about splitting hairs.
Right. Despite the fact we have none,
yeah,
we are all about splitting
That's why
them.
we don't have any.
Right.
We like split them to death.
Split them all.
Yeah.
Right. Hairs split.
So split right off our heads.
Right.
So the only thing that I don't like about Parrot Town is the T's. All the T's.
The back-to-back
The back-to-back T's. Yeah. That's the only thing I don't like, but that's not even a big deal. Like that's fine, but we both have this thing about like double letters.
Because we did. Yeah. Like if you have like a domain name Parrot Town, like because parrot like it ends with a T, then the next T starts with town. Like
it
okay.
really doesn't matter. It's just one of those things that are just kind of like
Yeah. Here's the thing: if you're also getting the domain name, also get it missing a T.
Yes.
And then forward that domain name to the other one.
Yeah.
Because if somebody misses a T,
yeah,
right? Because there's two back to back. If somebody misses it, then it's just going to forward over. So get both of those.
Yeah.
Because believe it or
that
not,
was it. That's all the hair that I had to split.
Those mistakes do happen more than you think.
Yeah.
Parrot Town. That just sounds like a party.
Yeah. It does. Parrot Town's like, wow, I'm going and there's going to be like birds.
Yeah, we got like
it's going to be crazy.
going,
Everywhere I go, I'm going to hear like rock.
And there's going to be
There's
birds.
Nick. Right.
There's birds.
Yeah. Walk into a room full of birds everywhere.
Right.
Mad Time Enjoyment says, what's a good video editor for green screens that I don't have to pay for and without watermarks? Man, it's a stiff request.
What was it?
Streamlabs OBS. Oh, no, it's not a video editor. Sorry, that's live streaming. For video editor, HitFilm. Yeah, HitFilm. I think DaVinci Resolve has a green screen in it as well.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. So either one. Yeah, HitFilm's probably a better bet, actually, out of those two. Let's see here. Okay.
All the birds go to Parrot Town. Yes. Yes, they do.
Hey, Nick, I want to do YouTube again, but I'm not sure how good my SEO is and how to improve it. So what I recommend to you, the gaming operator, is...
Leathersmith Review says Parrot Town sounds epic.
It does. It does. It does.
Yeah.
So
I want in on it.
I know it does. Yeah.
How do I get involved?
How do I get to Parrot Town?
How do I get to Parrot Town?
Yeah,
right?
I'm like on the map, like Parrot Town. Where is it? I'm trying to go. Where is Parrot Town? I'm trying to get
Pull
there.
over. Excuse me, I'm lost. Can you tell me how to get to Parrot Town?
Yeah, right. For cost. Where are you headed?
Where are you
headed? Where are you going? Yeah. Well, I heard Parrot Town's around here.
Yeah.
Well, you got to go down. You got to go the way the crow flies in order to get to Parrot Town.
You go down this here road, and you go until they stop.
Go down yonder.
You go down yonder in this here road until they stop speaking human, and then they speak bird, and then you'll be in Parrot Town.
Just a little bit more. The gaming operator says, hey, Nick, I want to do YouTube again, but I'm not sure how good my YouTube SEO is and how to improve it. So if you want to know how good your SEO is, then you look and you see if you have videos ranking in search. That'll let you know if your SEO is good or not. If your SEO is not good, then what you need to do is you need to watch as many videos on YouTube as humanly possible about how to rank your videos in search. Watch videos on YouTube, hop on Google, read articles about it, look at case studies, all that good stuff, so you can figure out the best ways to do it. There's tools that can help you with that. TubeBuddy is one of them. You can also use tools like Morning Fame to help you understand how all that stuff works. Links to both of those are down in the description. But overall, like it's a learning process, and SEO is like I said before, it's a art. And it's a science, so you just kind of have to, walk that line between the two.
Lydia asked, what is SEO? Search engine optimization.
Yes, search engine optimization. And basically what that is basically how YouTube and Google work is if somebody is looking for something, right? Like let's say that I go and I'm looking for parrots.
Parrot Town.
Yeah, I'm looking for Parrot Town, right?
Right.
So I'm looking for Parrot Town.
Siri, how do I get to Parrot Town?
Right. I'm actually going to ask.
Yeah, here we go.
Hey, Siri. How do I get to Parrot Town?
Getting directions to Mciki, Kentucky.
What? It's in Kentucky?
It's in Kentucky? Oh. Hold on, get my Face ID here. Let's do that again. Hey Siri. Nope, there's Mciki, Kentucky. Okay, hey Siri. How do I get to Parrot Town?
Getting directions to Town and Country Motel.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, that's Parrot Town? Really?
Yeah.
Town and Country Motel is Parrot Town?
Talking about getting a couple hobos.
Right?
Some
Some
parrots,
mustard.
Some
right?
mustard.
Yeah.
It's going to be a real nice evening.
Oh, man. That's great. Love it. All right. So I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, it's getting late. Okay. So so the gaming operator, yes, on SEO. So yeah, so I would definitely I would definitely just watch as many videos as possible. And basically with SEO, that's what it was. It was SEO. We were answering an SEO question. Okay, so with SEO,
I'm dead.
yeah, in a nutshell. Basically, when somebody goes to YouTube or they go to Google and they're looking to find something, right? They're looking for how to get to Parrot Town, for example, or they're looking for like how do I do this, or what's the best place to do this in this town, or like whatever variation of that is, whatever review, new iPhone review, whatever. Like SEO is to where you optimize, and basically what that means is you're basically using the things that they're looking for. You're structuring your title, your description, and your tags in a way that increase your chances of showing up when somebody's actually typing that stuff into YouTube or Google or any other search engine. So SEO, search engine optimization, because YouTube's a search engine, Google's a search engine, Yahoo's a search engine. Like all these things are search engines to where people search and then they display the results from those searches, and you can basically make it to where if you put the right titles, the right descriptions and tags, you can actually show up when people are looking for all of these things. And by doing that properly, you can get a lot of traffic to your YouTube channel and to your videos by being in good spots when people are searching for these particular, or for any particular thing, like Parrot Town, for example. Parrot Town.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's awesome. Yeah, see, that one's going to stick.
Right.
Like, I can't shake Parrot Town.
Right.
I'll be in bed tonight thinking about, like, Parrot Town. That's a great name.
It is.
That's what I'll be thinking about tonight. I should be thinking about, like, hey, I should go to bed. Hey, what am I going to do tomorrow? But I'll be laying there thinking.
Going to Parrot Town.
Right. I'll be laying there thinking, like, Parrot Town. That's such a great name.
You're like, if I pass in my sleep, I hope I go to Parrot Town.
Right. Right. Right.
Here's the thing about names, by the way. From where we're sitting, like, really interesting names that come up, like, they really stand out.
Yeah.
Right?
They do.
Like Parrot Town's one of those names that would totally get my attention.
Yes.
Like Mower Man gets
Mower
my
Man,
attention.
Yeah.
You know?
Mower Man, Smoking Pot with Steve, which he changed his name, but it was probably a good idea long term that he changed his name because of
right,
being suppressed, so to speak.
Yeah.
But yeah, Midnight Madness 4x4, that was like a thing, still is.
Right.
To where it's like a thing to where like when he's in, sometimes we'll do like a whole bit on his channel name.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, like a channel name can really make a big difference on
you just remember
things.
it.
Yeah.
You just remember the names. There's certain names you remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Parrot Town. Yeah.
That's great.
I'm not shaking that one.
Yeah, Parrot Town.
Yeah, when you've got merchandise, you got shirts, let me know. I'm gonna wear. Oh man, we froze again.
Did we?
Well, yeah.
Oh.
When you get shirts, let me know. I want to wear one. A Parrot Town shirt.
Parrot Town. Won't you take me to Parrot Town?
Parrot Town.
Yeah, it's so good. So good. I get an inactive channel. How do I get an active one again? Start uploading videos again. Reaper Guy 67 says, "What is the best mic under $50 for a PC?" Do you know the answer to that one?
For a PC?
Yep.
Man, I have no
I have
idea.
no idea. Also, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know the answer
For
to that
under
one.
$50 for a PC, I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly, for that, I would maybe look at. I don't know, some of the blue mics. I don't know if they've got some budget ones, but they might be noisy.
Yeah.
You know,
But I mean, $50, you're probably gonna get noisy no matter what.
You know what you do? You go over to
Podcastage.
You
Yeah.
go to podcast. You drop his link in there. Go to Podcastage. Look through his entire library, looking for budget microphones. That guy is like the microphone dude.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, drop his.
Yeah. So for anybody that wants to know, like specifically microphones, like
Yeah,
these are
like
the microphones.
yeah, I see people talking about the blue snowball. I don't know how much those are.
So here I'm going to drop a link to Podcastage right now.
Yeah, we've got a couple of the snowballs in here. That's the round one sitting there, isn't it?
Yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
it's a snowball.
Yeah.
Yeah. 30 mile. Okay, so the
Yeah,
snowball's
so $40.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that would work.
Yeah, it's a snowball. But anyway, go over to Podcastage, look through his stuff. He's got a ton
I think
of great microphone
I
videos.
think my own post with my own link or with that link. Let me know if you can see that link to Podcastage. It looks like it didn't go through.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it.
There we go. Got it. Boom. Okay.
There you go. Yeah, if you're looking for microphones, that's the channel to go binge watch stuff.
Yeah. Simply Nikki says, "Is a live stream a good idea for my first video on my channel?" I wouldn't. I would do a video first, and I would start doing videos until you have just at least a tiny audience, so that when you do your live stream, so that people can come in and enjoy your live streams with you. It'll make it a lot more fun. Let's see here. Franco TV, which is the best to use on Android video editing, Power Director, or KineMaster? I think that would be a personal preference. D, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, again, personal preference.
Yeah, personal preference as well from D. Two Tokens Podcast says, "What are your thoughts on using YouTube to post audio-only podcasts? Should I post vids in the background? Are thumbnails decent enough? Even though it's audio, sooner or later it will become a audio-video podcast. Thought is general on how should I use all avenues? Thanks in advance." Great question. If you are going to do a podcast, if you can or if you want to, I would record a video version of that and put it up just for the sake of letting people consume it where they want to do it.
Have a good one, Hybrid Steel.
With that said,
She's got the new name, Parrot Town.
she already got it.
It's in here right now.
Nice.
With a red star.
Nice, love it. So
Parrot Town.
So if you
Love it.
are wanting to if you're wanting to do that, if you say you're eventually going to become an audio video, then in that case, I would just go ahead and start if you can. If you say now I only want to do the audio, I would just keep the audio somewhere where they can download the audio. If it's only audio, like if they're only going to see audio, I know a lot of people will put those on YouTube also. Where they'll use like the little sound meters and all that stuff and put them up there. And if you can send traffic to it, then that can be fine, because then it's just another place where people can consume it. But if you don't have the ability yet to send traffic to it, then in that case, I would just focus it on the podcast form. And then that way you focus all of your efforts on building the audio side. And then once you actually launch the audio video, then you can start promoting that within the podcast itself, so that you can start using those people that are listening to the podcast to start, generating some views and subscribes and all that stuff on the video versions of the content.
Speaking of names, Fly Ride is in the house.
What is up, man? Nice to see you in here. I actually had your shirt on yesterday. I was actually gonna wait and wear it in here, which I still will. But I was gonna wear it in here with the dark background behind me. I try not to wear dark stuff, but I probably I'll be wearing it in here anyway, because that green will stick out.
We'll have to backlight you a little bit.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Parrot Town. Yep, I see it now.
Love it. I love it. We need to give her like a custom bird little. I wish you could do that.
I can.
You
But
get
it's not directly for her.
that's what I mean. I wish you could assign certain people.
Yeah, so as a channel member, I can add like custom icons here for the only channel members will be able to use them.
But can they use them for themselves individually?
Like they could identify with them to where it's like, you know, like as a member that like any member would be able to use it.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
but,
so anybody could use it, but they would just use it more than everybody else. Yeah.
yeah, we need a parrot.
Yeah.
Little parrot head.
Yeah. Parrot Town. Look at that. It even looks good. It looks good on the screen too, doesn't it?
Does. Yeah, it looks good.
That's so much better, I think. Like in my personal opinion, I think that looks that's so much better.
Yes.
Yeah, love it. Good stuff. Okay, next question.
I'm gonna boot somebody out of the chat real quick.
Okay, who you booting?
And
What happened?
Let's see here.
Did Beanie get him already? Because Beanie just got one.
Neil just got one, and Beanie just got one.
All right, they're in there slaying.
I'm going to.
Oh, they got the same one. Okay, yeah, so it's probably the same.
Yep, he's gone.
Yeah, Beggars just got one too.
Yep, he's gone.
Yeah, they're like cleaning house in here.
Yeah, he's gone.
Good stuff.
Yep.
So, Coffee in the Blunt, thanks for the super chat, by the way. So, perks for becoming a member is we do a members-only live stream. We've just done one so far, and we have another one that will be coming up possibly this week, either this week or next week, and probably this week, actually, to where it's just members only for the live stream. So, it's a lot more intimate. Totally different vibe than what goes on here. Like this, we try to make this a show. With that one, it's more of like we're like just hanging out, we're answering questions, like getting really specific on stuff. So, and it doesn't go for like 6 hours. We cut it at right around an hour. So it's just like, you know, hey, we're coming in, we're giving information. It's not like a shout out thing and all that stuff. It's just a totally different experience. Any of the people that are members that were here for that, they can sign off on what that's like. But there's that. There's also some members only. There's like a members only PSD in there if you're a Photoshop user, where you can drop your thumbnails into it, and you can look at how your thumbnails displayed, in different places on YouTube based on screenshots that you would drop in there. Things like that is what it is. And of course, you get the green name, and you get the little icon next to your name also.
Paul asked, would either of you know when we can expect the 2019 Vid Summit dates to be released?
I don't know.
I don't know. Daryl Eves is the one to ask for that.
Yeah.
But definitely you need to go to that.
Yeah, without question. Anybody, like the replays, I've got a link to the replays. We can get the replays down in the description below. It's a paid thing, but it's worth it. But in terms of the actual event itself,
man,
like it's the best video event like that you can go to. So you definitely need to get there.
Neil says, be cool in the chat or you're not coming to Parrot Town.
That's right. Lily Tree says, if you ruffle feathers, you're not welcome in Parrot Town.
There you
That's
go.
right.
There you go.
Actually, that's right. I think Vid Summit tickets actually right now.
They're for sale and they're discounted right now.
Yeah. But I don't think the date is there, is it?
Right. Not sure.
Because I don't know if they're still for sale or not. Because I know that was like a limited thing. Hold on, I'm going to look right now. Does it have the date? No, it just says early bird pass, but it doesn't say the actual date. Hold on. Let's
Early
see
bird
here.
pass.
Yeah, it just says Los Angeles 2019.
Early bird. Love it.
Early bird. Yeah, so if you're a parrot.
Yep. Armand says, I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, so if you go to vidsummit.com, yes, again, the date's not actually there. So, yes, I'm not sure. And I'm not sure because he mentioned it at the thing, so I'm not sure if it would be, like, cool for me to mention that here in the live stream or not. Because the early bird thing, I'm not really sure if that was just a thing for the people that were at the event or not. D, do you know?
What's that?
See, here's D paying attention.
No, I was reading the chat.
Oh, yeah, because
Neil had my full attention. Neil says, oh, my God, Vid Summit is in Parrot Town. They're just going.
Breaking news.
Yeah, the Parrot
Vid
Town
Summit's
stuff
in Parrot
is just,
Town.
Yeah, this is rolling.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if it'd be cool for me to share that or not because I don't know if that was just for Vid Summit attendees for that link.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to. I'll see if I can get Daryl's clearance on
yeah,
that
Paul,
one just to be safe.
I would contact Daryl directly.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to give you the rundown on that.
Mm.
But yeah, dude, definitely you got to go there.
Yeah, without question.
Definitely.
Let's see here. So Paint and Sound says, are you able to scrunch down your visual screen in order to enable streaming on sidebar, thus allowing view on full screen, if okay? I don't understand the question.
Say that again.
Are you able to scrunch down your visual screen?
Shrink it.
Yeah, in order to enable streaming on sidebar, thus allowing view on full screen.
I think they mean their window just moved to the sidebar, so they can have their entire the other windows for viewing or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, not sure about that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Nick, can you share the link to the Discord section for the Vid Summit meetup? Boom.
We yanked that. That didn't work out.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did close that.
Yeah, that we
yeah. So Flyride, you were an attendee. So I'm like 100% sure that we're connected on Facebook. But if we're not for some reason, then just shoot me a message on Facebook, and I'll actually send it to you as soon as the stream is finished. Because you were actually at the event. So anybody that was at the event, then it's cool, because you were there, for the thing. But for the people that weren't there, I'm not sure if it's okay for me to share that publicly. So that's why I'm like being weird about it. All right, so let's see here. I feel like my videos are worth more subs. Oh, I love this. Okay,
here we go.
Wat a Singh
cracking
says,
the knuckles here. This is going to be fun.
I feel like my videos are worth more subs than I have, so I'm asking for some tips or advertising techniques to get bigger. Okay, so for some tips, basically, because you're saying that you think that your videos are worth more subscribers, that's good that you're confident in your content, and they may be. But it's not necessarily that your content is worth subscribes. It's more of what you're doing for the people that are watching your videos. So you might be adding tons of values, and they might be worth it. So in terms of, I didn't finish reading that one, so I got a little bit more ready than I should have. Tips for advertising techniques to get bigger.
You were foaming at the mouth on that one.
I know it was, yeah.
Right.
But tips for advertising techniques to get bigger. Again, it falls down on, YouTube is a responsive system, and I'm going to keep just hammering this home. YouTube is a responsive system, so it comes down to how people are responding to your content. YouTube specifically says that the algorithm follows the audience. Instead of worrying about what the algorithm likes, think about what your audience likes, and if you make those videos and they watch, then the algorithm will follow. Like it's a responsive thing. So focus on getting your stats up in terms of your audience retention, in terms of your click-through rate. Focus on getting those up, your overall engagement on your channel, and that's how you get bigger. But SEO also, if it fits for your content.
I just want to piggyback on that and say, don't get too attached to your expectations of what you think you should be getting for your videos.
Yeah.
Because that's going to give you a lot
That'll drive you crazy.
That'll drive you crazy and give you a lot of disappointment, and you're kind of setting yourself up for failure in the sense that you think you should be hitting this goal.
Yeah.
And if you're not, that'll wear on you after a while and maybe discourage you from making content.
Yeah.
I would just make the best content that you can possibly make. Be creative with your titles, good description, keywords, awesome thumbnail.
Yeah.
Focus on that stuff. If you're firing on all cylinders on those things, the views are going to come later.
Yes.
The subs will come later.
Yes.
But if you're worrying about that now, getting tripped up on it now, I don't recommend that.
Yeah. All right. So I just want to say thank you everybody for hanging out today. Again, for the delay that we had in getting everything going, thank you so much for hanging out, for your patience.
That was a doozy.
While we were dealing with the tech on that. You're just awesome, and the fact that you hang out in the chat and just talking to each other and all that stuff while waiting an hour and a half for us to get the tech stuff together. You're just absolutely awesome. We appreciate that support, and we appreciate this entire community and everything it is that you guys do here, and just this whole thing. So thank you for that. Mods, thank you for what it is that you do, for holding it down in the stream, for being in there slaying them. We appreciate it. D?
He just pretty much said I told him what I was going to say at the end of this, and he just when Eminem does the rap battles and he comes out and clowns himself so you can't say anything about the other.
That's
right?
what I just did.
You just did that. You just did that. So I don't have anything other to say. I don't think else to say other than I will see you next week at Parrot Town.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
We're stopping right now.